To enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
Tune in this Wednesday for the launch of Zoe Lynham Silicone moulds. Zoe will guide you through tools and preparation, shaping your clay, how to create bezel pendants, and how to design your own moulds. This DVD is packed full of tips and inspiration, so make sure you're tuned in this Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Hello, hello, welcome back. Oh, it's cold outside, isn't it? Have you got the fire on? Have you got the fire on? You've got your woolly hats on, your balaclavas and your mittens. To quote a very famous film, I'm melting. It's lovely to be with you. Not just because I get to spend 4 hours in the air conditioning. I was going to sleep in my car last night. In fact, tonight I'm actually staying here in the Jewellery Maker studios just to look after the place and sleep in the aircon. Lovely to have your company. My name's Ruth Linnett. I'm going to take you through the next 4 hours. And have we got a jam-packed show for you today, or have we got a jam-packed show? Literally, or a gem-packed show. I like that, Michael. It's the first one. Barely 30 seconds in. I love it. We literally, I don't think we could fit anything else on the desk, quite frankly. It is literally jam-packed full. It's chock-a-blocker. It's literally like the Clapham Junction of the gemstone world, jewellery making world right now, isn't it? And all the trains are in the station. Look at all of this gorgeousness. Someone's been very busy. It was me. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. We are joined this evening by one gorgeous lady. We have beautiful Zoe Lynham. Lynham.
It is Lynham, well done. Thank you.
I was just remembering, it's easy with my name really, or it should be Ruth Linnett, Zoe Lynham.
Yes.
It should be really easy.
Absolutely.
Nothing's easy for me, you'll find that out as we go on.
Okay.
It's lovely to have you here today. You have been a busy little bee.
Yes, I have, yes, but I've loved it though.
These are such fabulous pieces. You've been, I think we're going to look after you tonight because not only are you going to be able to create these fantastic pieces just like Zoe's created for us today, we also are going to go over and bring to you the Polymer Clay DVD, if you missed out on that earlier on this morning, and a brand new Polymer Clay DVD for you as well, which Zoe's very excited about. Because it's hers, so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. There's loads and loads to do. Some wonderful, wonderful summery colours to share with you right the way through today. 2 kits are jam-packed chock-a-block, literally just ridiculous amount of stuff to share with you tonight. So whether you are very familiar with polymer clay, whether this is your medium that you love working with, or whether it's brand new, doesn't matter. Sit down, relax. You've probably had enough sun by now, so get inside, have a quick shower, but make sure we're in the background so you don't want to miss anything. Sit down, get yourself an ice lolly or a gin and tonic, obviously. Gin and tonic ice lolly. I've not tried one of those still. Are they good? I've not had one yet, but you know where they do them. Oh, I think we'll have to sort that out. We should have done that, Zoe, shouldn't we?
Yes,
we should have
that sounds lovely.
organised that.
Yes.
We'll do that another day. Gin and tonic, but obviously can't do it right now. Right, we have lots and lots to do. Shall we kick off the show? Because there is loads to get through. We will be joining Zoe very, very shortly. And I'll be very honest with you, with regards to polymer clay, I've worked with polymer clay before, years and years and years ago when I presented it here at Jewellery Maker, but it's been a very, very long time. So this is great. This is like sort of igniting the passion again. So all the questions you probably want to ask, I'm probably going to ask them for you. So do stick around. If you're brand new to polymer clay, I think you're going to love it. And it took me right back to when I was at school, when you were playing sort of, when you started to work with very, very sort of similar mediums to this, and you baked it in the oven, and I made little pot frogs on a leaf. Somebody stole them. We won't go there now. Right, let me show you what's coming up a little bit later on, because today's must-have is exceptional, and I've never seen this strand. I've never ever brought this to you. This is glorious. Now, I may have brought tiger's eye to you once, twice, 3 times, 4 times a lady, but I've never ever brought to you the purple, and it's such an inspirational strand. It's absolutely stunning. Royal purples, regal colours that you're getting in here, and a very, very beautiful and very inspirational gemstone, a gem that's been with us since antiquity, really. Used not only in jewellery but in artefacts and carving. Very, very important gemstone. But so if you love tiger's eye, maybe you're more familiar with the golds and the oranges and the yellows, you're going to love the purples, because there's a lot going on in here. So do stick around for that, the one to really have in your collection. The must-have tonight is going to be with you at 8 o'clock. So definitely make sure you're with us at 8 o'clock. Got so many lovely strands, some gorgeous Labradorite, some beautiful standout pieces. Everything you're going to need for polymer clay, not only your DVDs, obviously we've got our lovely guest designer to take us through as well. So let's do it, shall we? Let's dive in. Whilst actually, let me have a quick peek. Which number, sorry, again? Oh, I need to wash my ears out. Clearly didn't hear. Clearly didn't hear. These are so beautiful. I only got the last few of these. They're really, really lovely. I'll grab the little, oh, we'll use that one. Okay, have a little look at these. They are so ornate. These are lovely. We're talking Labradorite. Now, if I just hold those up, if I do, that's like 3 ducks sitting in a row. There we go. Got that lovely, lovely Labradorite. They're so beautiful. Vintage style, 9 to 5 sterling silver gem set charms. 18 by 15 millimetres, including 5 carats of your gemstones. Now, if I just take hold of one of those and pick one of those up so you can see so many different ways you can use these. Got a little sort of fixed bail, if you like, at the top. Perfect for earring drops straight away. That's what comes to mind. Lovely as a feature on the neckline. You could even wire wrap around one of those as a ring as well. But they are so, so significant. And they're not light. They're 3.5 grams of sterling. I mean, they're not heavy when you wear them, but in terms of your silver weight, you are heavy on your silver weight here. They are looking amazing. We've only got 10, so you're going to have to be super, super quick on that. But look at that lovely billowy glow from the gem. That glorious moonlight that's skipping and dancing through the gem. 3 very, very important vintage style gem set charms here. What do you pay for a single charm when you're out and about? Because you could quite simply just add a little jump ring to the top. If I hold that, you can see. If I expose that, you can see. Add a little jump ring to the top, and then you've got a really fabulous charm. I mean, that would be a really different charm to have. I think that's amazing. Do you love moonstone?
Oh, I do. And
great, isn't it?
Labradorite, well, just that, you know, that lovely play colour in it.
Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Moonstone, Labradorite, all of those gemstones, absolutely fantastic. Oh, we've got a very busy fly in here today, haven't we? He's a big one, he is, flying around. Needs releasing. 11 nights, actually, 11 nights. My cat nearly cleared the lounge this afternoon because suddenly a fly came in and she went absolutely berserk. The amount of things that went flying from the shelves, it was like, Bella, no! And she didn't get him, thank goodness. I let him out the window. I was very good. Put him. Bella, not Stella. Bella. Stella's quite a good name for a cat, though. Yeah. Good cat names. Yeah. Second cat called Art. My dad's friend had a cat called Sifa. Sifa cat. No jokes. Aww. Literally, yeah. 11.95. Very, very well done indeed on those. Beautiful, beautiful quality. And you can see that lovely, lovely glow within there. They're glorious, aren't they? Fabulous. Let me show that to you all the way around. And you've got your little 9 to 5 on there as well. But lovely as a charm. Just actually, look at that on the bracelet. Just literally add that onto a jump ring and that would look seriously, seriously fabulous, wouldn't it? So beautiful. Pendant, neck, sort of on the ears as well if you want your earring drops. But really lovely gemstones. And they're all slightly different hues on the Labradorite. I guess that's how you know they're kind of real for a starter. But very, very cute. We like those. They're beautiful. Okie dokie. That was number 6. Popping those back. I'm going to try and remember the boxes today. Now, this is cute. Oh, wow. Gosh, this is really lovely. Oh, this is very detailed. Very, very detailed. That is beautiful. You know, if you get a really lovely gemstone, one fabulous gem that you make into a very, very precious pendant, something really that next step, that next level, sometimes you don't want to just put a plain bail. Sometimes you want to add to that opulence with the pendant that you've made, that you've created, because not only is it going to feel fantastic that you're wearing, well, your gemstone pieces, but something you've made as well. You will look at this. I love this. You will probably want to be adding on a bail that's a little bit more fabulous, just like this one. I love this. Now, and I've no idea where this is going to go to. Phil has kept this away from me. Not there, apparently. This is going to be amazing. 925 sterling silver. Look at the detail, that kind of rope-like edging that goes around the bail. That lovely teardrop. Whoa! 295. This is so good. Have you opened your little tablet yet? You're ordering tablets, not there yet.
No,
Zoe.
it is already open. I have been shopping today already. Yes.
Right, Zoe's been shopping today. And when she came, she went, can I keep that down by the side? I need to buy $2.95. These are going to go. Like, it's the only way to do it, though, isn't it? Because you miss them. When you're on air, it's great, it's lovely, but then you sit there going, oh, I wanted that. It happens so many times. But these are lovely. I mean, actually, you don't just need to set those as a bail on a pendant. If you flip them the other way up, there's no reason why you couldn't be a little bit more creative on that as well. And obviously, you've got the open sort of filigree in the silver to weave around and to sew into as well. They're so lovely. If you really want to add that little sort of extra finishing touch, then do it with a very fancy pendant drop like that. It's so pretty, that bail. Beautiful. Look at all these. Multi-buying. Oh, I'll sort my screen out in a minute. I don't know what we've got on there. I've got some, yeah. Right, somebody's just bought 6. Very, very well done indeed on that one. Congratulations. This is the thing, when you've got the chance and the opportunity, you need to grab them, get them in your stash and go for it, because you don't want to miss out on something like that. No, it's only $2.95. A couple of those in your basket, a couple of 3, less than a tenner. Brilliant. Job done. Especially, as I say, if you want to add those extra sort of finishes. A plain bail, there's a time, there's a place, but this is really lovely. And in 3, 2, 1, they're going to be gone. Very, very well done indeed on those. Congratulations. That's lovely. Fabulous. That was box number 7. Right, let's do number... let's do the little birds. These are so sweet. Sorry, couldn't help that. These are they're really cute. Feed the birds, 2p a bag. Mary Poppins. They're doing the new film, aren't they, Mary Poppins? Yeah. Well, is it an actual remake, or is it like, I think it's or is it not a follow-on kind of thing? I think
there is a series of books of Mary Poppins.
I think it is. I think aren't the children slightly more? I think the children are slightly more grown up. Who's in? I want to say Emily somebody.
I can't remember now.
Oh, I can see her now. I can see her now. Emily Blunt. I think it's Emily Blunt. Yeah. Oh, I said that in my real Leicester accent then. Emily Blunt. Right, have a little look at the birdies. These are cute. They're really sweet. Really, really pretty. They remind Mike of a certain brand of custard. Think we can work that one out. 3 little birds, 925, lots of varieties of custard available. 925 sterling silver. Lovely little charm though, really, really sweet. These are so cute. The little bit, I mean, you've got the detail in there as well, that's the key. And it's the same both sides on the bird. I'll just turn him upside down. Flying upside down, there we go. I only have 14 of these. But you've got I mean, they're really cute. You could actually use them all on one bracelet, couldn't you, if you wanted to? But very, very nice on those. So you can decide what kind of birds they are. But certainly we have the silver, 925 sterling silver on those, and £5.95. You are getting those 3. They're really, really cute, aren't they? They're so pretty. I love it. A quacker's price, to be fair, isn't it? £5.95. Definitely going to get your feathers in a little bit of a fluffle, these. I had lots of little bird jokes a long time. I can't remember any now. Hey. I'm a big bird, so I should, yeah, you're right. So I should remember. Very well done, those. £5.95. Congratulations, they're going to sell out as well. Leah, could I ask you to sort my little screen out for me? Because I don't know. Technology. Here's Leah to the rescue. Everybody needs a Leah in their life. Simple as that. Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Right, next up. We're going to go to box number 17. Love this, love this, love this. Oh, hello. See, instantly from there. Gorgeous. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. Sterling silver chain with pearls. This is just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. You might just quite simply want to add a clasp. You might want to take little sections out. You might choose to get a couple of these and make something absolutely fabulous. But I love, love, love the size of those. You've got 50 centimetres in length. I haven't got my teeth in tonight. I'm still cooling down. Bear with me. Everything's still a bit of a jumble in my brain at the moment. My brain melted just before we got on air. And of course, you've got these lovely Baroque-shaped pearls. Now, a lot of the big designers favour the Baroque-shaped pearls. If you go back sort of over the last few centuries and look at the big designer brands, Baroque pearls are seen very, very, very highly. I love them because they do have character. They are individual. That is it. 8 chances. Well, they've been incredibly popular, and it's very, very easy to see why, isn't it? So 50 centimetres, and they are real pearls. Genuine cultured pearls, and sometimes it gets a bit sort of confusing with pearls. Cultured pearls, they are real, they are genuine. It just means that, well, 95% plus actually of pearls now are cultured, otherwise we wouldn't be able to keep up with the demand. So just working with Mother Nature to ensure we get those. Approximately 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Got 15 on that particular piece. So 15 individual Baroque pearls, 7 chances. I've really picked up the wrong pair of teeth tonight, I have. £17. £17 and 95, 0800 644 655, and of course, free phone number. Get involved. You've always got your 30-day money-back guarantee. I don't think you need it when you've got pearls like this, because you kind of know what you're getting, don't you? And as I say, if I just put that on my neckline, you can see they're just a really pretty, pretty, pretty necklace. Perfect for the summer because it's light. It's not one of those really heavy. That's lovely. It's not a heavy-looking necklace. That's really pretty. Hello, Liz. Good evening, lovely people. What a fabulous day. It's so good to have a whole day of claying. I'm looking forward to Zoe's demo and DVD. Yeah, we've got loads of messages coming in for you.
Brilliant.
Hi, Ruth and Zoe, you both look great. Thank you. The dress is beautiful, Ruth. Thank you very much. It is a maxi, absolutely. Yeah. Any clues to where you bought it? Well, the bad news will be it's probably about 4 or 5 years old. It might be a bit older than that. It's hanging by a thread, to be fair, but I love it. So it's, yeah, I can't, to be fair. I can't, but it's... Oh, do you know where? It's probably Monsoon or somewhere, because they tend to do long ones. Again, lots of brands available. I think it was a Monsoon one. Yeah. It's not the Big and Tall shop, no. Thank you, Phil. But they do some very good clothes in the Big and Tall shops. Yeah. But it is a little bit old. But it's the old one's the best one. Yeah, that's what they tell me anyway. The old one's the best ones. Right, box number 3. Oh, we're going very animal-inspired so far, but thank you for your lovely messages. I do apologise. I will get my brain into gauge. I really can't speak today. I've been overheating this afternoon.
Oh, it's been too much, isn't it?
I know. I mean, I'm not moaning. I refuse to moan, because all we do is it'll rain and we go, oh, it's raining. Oh, we've not had a summer, and it's awful the weather. But we're not used to this, are we? Let's go. What is it? I heard down the radio that it's in 40 years. This is the hottest June day that we've had for 40 years. Yes, I heard that. Yeah. Yeah, and it was quite disappointing because everyone in the office went, oh yeah, and I went, I'm the only person here in the office that would have been alive those 40 plus years ago.
Same here.
That's depressing. Anyway, 95 sterling silver, fish tag. This is now nothing fishy about this. These are these are great to stamp. You can do so much on those. Obviously, if it's a little name you want on there, if it's a date, if it's a couple of maybe it's a special word. It could be you dream, wish, inspire, whatever it might be. But that is such a lovely little charm with my fingerprint on now. Don't have a. See, it's what you need. It's what you need a maxi dress for. You see.
Yeah.
Plenty of material. Give that a buffage. There we go. So 95. Lovely on a pendant. I think that would make a really nice pendant.
Yeah, it would actually. Yeah.
And you could add gemstones to it, couldn't you? You could literally glue gemstones onto that.
Yeah, definitely. We've got some small cabochons that would look nice on the front of it.
Really cute. Yeah. Some pearls, little pearls would look quite nice on there as well. Really, really fabulous. And actually, even just thinking about maybe sort of with organza or shibori, if you could create... Obviously, some of the fabulous tropical fish have amazing sort of tails and things, don't they? Yeah. Have a lovely big brooch or something. Isn't it Ladies' Day today? Is it Ladies' Day today? It's Ascot, isn't it?
I don't know, actually.
I always love looking at the fashions and everything and seeing what people have done. You could do some amazing sort of fascinators. Lovely. £7.95 on that one. 17 by 23 millimetres. So a really, really lovely piece that you've got there, but a beautiful, beautiful opportunity to do really what you will with that. A fantastic pair of earrings if needs be. But maybe you know somebody that's just sort of getting involved in their jewellery making, and that's something a little bit different to work with. Hello Tanya, lovely to have you there. Good evening, lovely ladies and lovely crew. See, I love it. Everybody, we are a team, aren't we?
Yes.
What a day. Can't wait to sit and watch, as I've missed all the shows so far.
Oh no.
Well, we have good news for you because you will have missed the DVD earlier on. We're going to do, tell you what, should we do a recap of this now? For Tanya, come on, let's do this. This is for you, Tanya. As we've got all of the jewellery that Zoe's been making, let's share this with you. We do have brand new DVD to launch in, well, you know, about 45 minutes or so. But if you missed out on this today, Tanya, have a little look. Have you been? I hope you've not been in a hot, stuffy office. I hope you've had some aircon whenever you've been. This is so fabulous. Now, this has already been launched for you today. So we're bringing it back for those of you that have been busy today, that have been at work or that have been busy, just sort of lying somewhere cooling down. We're going to share this with you. I mean, that is just, what a fantastic, fantastic photograph on the centre there. Pieces that you can create, pieces that you can enjoy wearing, and this is your DVD. Now, as we have Zoe with us, then of course we have literally from the horse's mouth in the nicest possible way, not calling you a horse, but it is Ascot, but you know. So with the polymer clay DVD that we've got here, just to run through, and then we can obviously expand on this a little bit more. You've got various different sections in here. So introduction to your tools and preparation, yes. First of all.
Yeah, condition your clay, or the sort of tools that I use an awful lot, which are really, really good in a sort of a starter kit. And you don't actually need a lot or have to spend an awful lot to get yourself set up with polymer clay. So.
And we've got some tools coming up for you a little bit later in one of the kits as well at 9 o'clock. So that will hopefully help with that. Then number two, your first kind of project is the graduated necklace.
Yeah, that's these ones here.
Yeah, we've got that on set, so we can show you maybe a little bit of a look at the graduated necklace, and it's kind of it's literally is the DVDs are amazing. You all know this anyway, but they will literally it's the step-by-step guide, isn't it?
It's really to give you an idea of how to graduate your colours, and also how to graduate your sizes of your beads as well, so you get like a really, really good sort of professional finish, and it's easy to achieve if you're a complete beginner.
And I mean, looking at that from here, I mean, you've got some amazing texturization in there, almost like I kind of think about lava rock and different things. But they look, it doesn't look, the finish that you get is incredibly professional. And I think that's the part and parcel of obviously having the DVDs and the right tools and the right stuff. And move on then to the floral necklace, which I'm presuming
we have
is this rather amazing. That looks fantastic.
Yeah, we have two. I tried to show what you could make a bit more of a sort of a chunkier statement kind of bubble necklace, and then to do something a little bit more delicate. So depending on what people's styles are, you know, what they like to wear. So yes, you can do both. And again, it's very achievable. I think we've actually had the tool on that I used to make those. So when that comes on, if that comes on again, I'll recap that with some cutters.
So the necklace that's just in front of you as well.
Just in front,
That's us on there, so a little bit of a contrast, more of sort of the pinks of the poppies and more of perhaps almost like do I want to say hyacinth? That's not my right word, is it? All the different colours that you've got in there, though, really, really beautiful. And then you've got texturing and finishing touches. So presumably, tell us about what those sections are on the DVD.
Well, it's you can create an awful lot of your own kind of patterns and textures. Again, it's very, very easy to achieve. I do actually show you how to do that, to make your own sort of components for jewellery, and the examples are at the end here as well. And I love texturing. It's one of my favourite things to do, so I thought I was going to have to go into the DVD. But again, it's very, very achievable if you're a complete beginner. And again, you can get some really lovely finishes and make it very much your own style using very simple tools.
So I just think it's a really great DVD because it's not just, you've obviously got the introduction to the tools, to the prep, to how to work with your clay, how to use it, and then you've got sort of distinct projects on there. But then towards the end of the DV with the texturing and the finishing, they're systems, they're techniques that you can really sort of will translate to anything and everything that you're working on within the medium. It's not specific to those projects. No. It will transfer right across the board.
Yeah, I mean the skills like the techniques to go through there are, you know, you can take it your own way. I was trying to get you going, get you started, and hopefully sort of start a polymer clay addiction.
Exactly.
I certainly have.
Yeah, totally, and you will be. You absolutely will be. And
yeah.
of course, as it's a DVD, you can stop it, you can pause it, you can rewind it, you can go back, you can listen again and again. And luckily, Zoe isn't going to fade. She's going to be there with you forever with your DVD. And it really is like having one of your guest designers in your living room with you. And that wouldn't cost you £4.95. For the amount of times that you're going to use this, the amount of times you're going to refer to it, they are absolutely invaluable. We've also got the second DVD coming up later on tonight as well, and totally different, aren't they?
Yes.
Both DVDs, learning different techniques and different things.
Yeah, I mean, the technique with using the silicone moulds, I do run some workshops outside of JM, and it is probably my most popular one. Again, it's very easy to get really professional and lovely results, and you don't, you can do this again if you're a beginner. I mean, I've taught complete beginners, and they produce some lovely things. So. Yeah. And I was saying, it's very hard to say this without, I don't want this to sound disrespectful because it's not. But when I say they don't look handmade, does that make sense? Yeah. They do look literally like you've gone into a shop, you've gone into a boutique and you've bought these pieces, and the fact that they are made by hand, that you've made them and that you've made them is incredible, and that must be a real sort of satisfaction for you as a jewellery maker. Absolutely.
To have this a DVD like this, so you can get that top end, that professional finish so easily. Yeah, and I say that both of them talk about that professional finish as well, but as I say, all of these are completely suitable for beginners, and if you are more experienced with clay, then you can take it in your own direction. And I'm sure people will always come up with sort of little twists and layering techniques. The more you can do, the more you can play with. But they are brilliant. So very, very well done indeed on those. So Tanya, that was for you. If you've missed out on that today, then there you go. It's there for you. Don't forget, as we said, got the second DVD coming up for you in the 7 o'clock hour. Go on, have a quick nibble, have a quick look. So again, look at that. Amazing, amazing. So we'll go through that again at 7 o'clock. So very exciting. Should we do a tool? Shall we? Oh, which one? Oh, I don't have them in here. I've got an empty doodah. The texturing wheels. Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah, there's two. Thank you, my lovely. Thank you. Right. Right, so this is our first opportunity this evening with me on the evening show to have a look at really getting some of those first pieces apart from the DVD in your collection for your polymer clay. Now, did they come in today? Oh, so are they brand new today? Now, is that why you were getting a little bit excited? Now,
because I hadn't seen them before.
Are these the ones you need to make the phone calls on?
My phone is ready, yes.
She's actually got a phone there.
I have got my phone, yeah. I'm not missing out.
Well, you can't do, because they will be on and gone. For everybody that is a definitive worker of the polymer clay, will be looking at these and getting as excited as Zoe already is. We've not, look, you get as good a chance as us. We've not allowed Zoe to buy these before, and nobody is not allowed. She's got to do it at the same time as you now. They are fabulous. Should we have a little look? Zoe, I might get you to come over and have a little look with me. Oh, let's have a little play. Let's get these out. Ooh. I'm not going to be able to put them back in, but that doesn't matter, does it? Come on, squidge up.
Okay.
Right, let's have a little look. She can tell us a little bit about these.
These look...
Oh, I see. I would... Right, let's get that out. And then we can have a look at the wheels, because we need to have a little look at what's going on. Yeah. Texturizing. So just looking at those, I want to play with these. Yeah. This takes me back to being at school when you started to play with all the clays and I can't really say the brand names, but that's what they were kind of called. But come on, this one out.
Yeah, all quite well packaged, aren't they? There we go. I've done it.
There we go. She's in. She's in. Right, so you've got the main tool.
Yeah.
So
I've left my phone over there though.
Oh no. Oh well. We'll get going then. We'll release you. We've got 200, so we've got plenty of time. Whilst I'm fighting, I've made a real mess of this. Right. While I'm fighting, do
you want to swap?
No, see, I'm a Virgo, so I can't be beaten.
Oh, right, okay,
it will annoy me. Just taking it off in about 15 million. I've made that look really difficult. It's actually not. No. There we go. Right. So show us what we've got here. We've got, so you get both of these, don't you? So get both packs. Right. So
okay,
talk us through. So you've got the different texturizing wheels.
These are lovely.
They're really tactile as well, aren't they?
Right. Okay. Now, how I would use these. These are, you're obviously going to roll them over your clay. Now, there's various things you could do with it because you're going to texture the clay. Now, you can use paints to highlight the texture. You could use your mica powders. You could use, I'm just trying to think all the different ways you could actually colour the surface, because you can leave them with the patterns in them. You could actually burnish it to flatten it. There's all sorts of things you could do with that, but they would make beautiful patterns over clay, and I would then use colour, I think, on the bottom of clay, so some kind of, so to actually highlight the texture, and then cut them into shapes, and then create like a little graduated necklace with them, or there's all sorts you could do with that. They're fabulous.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? There are so many different looks to polymer clay. Obviously, you get your polymer clay, and it's obviously a smooth, once it's conditioned, it's just a smooth sort of malleable material to work with, but then it's about sort of making your shapes. It's about putting the pieces together, but to be able to sort of hand do texture like that, to get that, again, professional finish we spoke about, and to get the uniformity, you're going to need a tool like this, aren't you?
Well, I've done something similar. Actually, these are perfect, where I've taken white polymer clay, and I've used textures of my own texture. Nothing like this is brilliant. And then I put chalk pastels over it to highlight the colour. Chalk pastels work really well on polymer clay. I've also used paint, which sits into the, once you've cured it, to sit in the indentations you've made, and again you highlight the texture that way. The possibilities with the mica powders, so you could do this on black clay and put mica powders over the top of it. That would be beautiful.
So I don't want to worry you, but that text message there that's come in says amazing price, delighted.
Right. I need
Do you need to go?
I need to go. Excuse me a moment.
Just there you go. £6.95. £6.95 for 8 of those. We'll just let it. She's actually buying these. You're okay for the moment. And of course, I see. If I look at that, and then obviously, I presume, so they just pull off. Even I can do that nice and easy. I'm just going in for this one. This is kind of a Grecian pattern. If I just show you how that works, so literally just pull it off, dead simple, and then you've just literally just pop that in. You heard that? So it just clips into position. So imagine, if you imagine using that, so if you imagine that maybe even on your black polymer, and then you have to highlight all of that with like an antique bronze or an antique gold, it would look like metal. It would literally, you'd be able, can you imagine that on a bangle, if you were to create a polymer clay bangle and you were to texture on that? That would look fabulous. And what a different price point that would be if you imagine getting a really sort of solid gold bangle on your wrist with texture like that, or you do it with polymer clay like that. You've made it. It's just. Oh really? Is that what's just come in? Oh, how weird! There we go, Anne. You're in my head. That would be great. That would be good on bangles. There we go. Same thing.
You as well. You had the foils on earlier. You can, if you cover a surface with the foils and then you texture it, you can actually use tape to remove the foil on the top layers. So you have the foil where you've indented it. So that's another way of creating it.
Another way of doing it.
Yeah, another way you could use it.
So there's lots. This is why we need our gorgeous Zoe with us. So they are fab. There's lots of different things. Some are very organic. Let's have a little look at one, a little bit more of maybe a more simple sort of design. You've got kind of the little leaf design on that one. There we go. So again, you can see how that works. Just literally roll. I do apologise, friends. I've left my plaster on my hand. I've got a child's plaster on my hand. Leah went, "What have you done now?" I went, "Oh, you don't want to know. It's ridiculous." My answer was ridiculous, wasn't it? It was quite crazy. But I was cutting the grass with the scissors. I know. We've got 2 lawnmowers. Yeah, well, one's quite old. It's a long story. It was to do with the cats. It was just easy to get the scissors and do that, and it rubbed my hand. I blessed up. Yeah. Who cuts the scissors? Who cuts the grass with the scissors? I do. Right, I've got a great question. This is a lovely one as well. Great question coming in from Alison. Can we see it on some clay, please? Well, I was just about to ask, because we do have the lovely Sam has just brought us some off. Would this be conditioned enough to use, or have you got any there?
I've got some clay I could do.
Can we have a little roll?
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
And we're trying to sort that out. And there we go. Half the stock's gone. Have you got yours, my lovely?
I have, yes.
Oh, yeah, she has. Have you seen her name, Phil? She's there. Got her.
Might see it a few times tonight.
Oh, that's all right. Now, last time I tried to do that, it went very wrong. Last time I was doing the
conditioning.
Really? Yeah.
Oh.
We couldn't find the handle to the machine, so we had to use I think it was a potato peeler. Don't ask me why we had a potato peeler and not the tool end. No idea. I know, sharp object. I'm surprised they gave it to me. And it went in looking all lovely and came out in about 10,000 bits, and I just lost it. Oh, it was hilarious. Hilarious. So, right, let's see the novice have a go. So literally, you just roll it. So I don't know how much pressure you need. I guess just. That's really easy, actually. Yeah. Oh, look at that. They look almost like little turtles. I'm a guest designer.
Yeah,
no, it's not. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. Let's just turn it over and do another one, shall we? Let's go for. This is a bit funky as well, quite a geometric shape. In fact, if I do it that way, we can get a few more of those on, can't we? Oh, so it's really light pressure. You don't hardly need to press on that at all. Sorry, Lee, if I just go, there we go. All the way. Should we do a few of these? Why not, whilst I've got the opportunity to play? I'm just playing, that's all it is. So literally, yeah, you just put that on. And if you go wrong, you quite simply just obviously take your polymer clay and start again. Start again. So we've done that one. I presume they're going to be really easy to clean.
Yeah.
And how would you clean them?
Yeah, I mean, if you're worried about it sticking, what you can just do is put a little light spray of water on the clay and it won't stick them.
Okay.
And then just leave the clay to dry before you do any more with it. But I think they'll be fine from what I can see.
I've just gone over that a few times, and actually that's really matching up. That's really bizarre. There we go. So a couple of the different, a couple of the different textures in there. They're quite fab, aren't they? I didn't expect that to match up for some reason. I know it looks like a bit of a tyre track though, but that's because I've just pressed on really hard because I just wanted to have a little bit of a play. But yeah, lovely. So really, really easy. $6.95 and you're getting 8 different looks. That's a bargain, isn't it? 8 different looks. We'll recap on that for you a little bit later on. That's right. So now I just feel like I've got a pointy stick, a wand of wonder to bring you more deals. So should we do a star buy? Shall we? Shall we, Leah? Let's do a star buy. Let's go for it. There we go. A nice clean workstation again. I'm going to leave that. Do you want that bit of clay back or?
Yeah, well, no, we'll do. Yeah, thank you.
Shall I netball it? There we go.
My catching's awful.
Oh,
I'll be crawling around on the floor for it.
We'll pass it over. Yeah. Right, let's go for pearls then, shall we? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, have a little look at these. Really beautiful. Well done if you got that, by the way, if you got your tool. Keep going with the DVD as well. Now, we are calling this an insane star buy for you right now because I mean, it really is. It's ridiculous. Natural pearls. No, really? That's lower than you said. No way. This is bonkers. Right, fastest to do this, as simple as that. Right, so this is where I need my tablet or my phone by the side of me. $3.95 for pearls, natural pearls. That's incredible. That is incredible. Where do you get a natural pearl necklace from at $3.95? All you've got to do is add a clasp if you want to make that as simple as simple. How fantastic is that? I'm a little bit shocked by that. They are gorgeous. You've got some lovely shapes going on here as well. Sorry, I've got a brush from my makeup brush. These are fantastic. For like 25 in basket straight away. Checking out. Hello to Chris, Irina and Jean. Cindy, nice to see you there. Isabel, 3. Sheila, 3. Irina, 2. Yeah, absolutely. £3.95. Just think about all the gifts you can make. If you were simply to restrand this, you could put a little pearl knot in between. That would make it look even more expensive, obviously, pearl knotting. Add a clasp onto that. If you were to give that away to a friend, just pop it in a little sort of cardboard box with a little bow. How expensive would that look? They would never ever guess you paid, £3.95 for the pearls. Add on your little bail in there as well. Amazing. Gorgeous. And they are natural pearls. I would definitely add my certificate of authenticity onto that. I really would. For 25 pence, add on your certificate, give that with your gift. How wonderful is that? And especially if you're selling your jewellery as well. These are phenomenal. A pair of pearl earrings, I'd love to know where you would go to get a pair of natural pearl earrings for $3.95 for 2. Should I do a bit of a count? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, I think, 31, 32, 33, 36, 40, 40, approximately 40, because I think there's 41, but just say approximately 40, just so, well, that's nice and easy then, isn't it? Because that's 10 pence a pearl. 20 pence for a, yeah, that's a little bit gorgeous, isn't it? As a bit of a treat. That's wonderful. So if you're on a little bit of a budget, maybe you're trying to sit on your hands or your credit card this evening going, no, I'm going to be good. It's polymer clay you can't do. Adding in pearls, £3.95. You're tuning in specifically for the polymer clay that we've got, and you're thinking, I'm not doing gemstones today. You're going to add them to your order. Richard's got a couple. Kay's got a couple. Collector and S, amazing. I've got to just quickly tempt you even more. I'm so sorry, but I can't help it. How gorgeous is this? How good do they look together? The abalone and the pearls? They're really different. Yeah, I really like those.
Yeah.
It's nice actually to get the kind of uniform coin of the abalone where it's normally a bit more natural.
Yeah, yeah.
Quite a nice juxtaposition, really. So I can say juxtaposition, I just can't say the simple words today. Banana, no. Right, Christine, well done. Pamela, Jack, fabulous, fabulous. Get ready for those a little bit later on as well, because you're going to need those. Simple as that, as Lucy would say. Need those in your life. Bridget, Angela, Julie, Bertha, Carol, Tanya. Tanya's back with you, see. You've got lots of catching up to do today, Tanya, and you did it very, very well. 70 have gone. Of course they have. £3.95. And if we'd have kept them, well, I thought that we were going to be looking at £5.95, £6.95 for a strand. So excited. £3.95. That is absolutely glorious. Can I just measure that? I'm just going to put that on the ruler of Ruth. She never lies. So we are talking, yeah, you see, we're talking approximately 41 centimetres. So nearly a centimetre per pearl as the crow flies. Good size, really, really pretty. Whether you are thinking about bracelets, whether you're thinking about just a simple pair of drop pearl earrings would look so gorgeous with that baroque shape. Very, very lovely at £3.95. They're amazing. Well done, Tanya. You checked in, you checked out. Well done. Margaret's got 3. Congratulations. Patricia's just grabbed 2. Still flying, still flying. Very, very well done indeed on those. How lovely was that? Goodness me, I very doubt we'll be doing a recap on those because they're going to have gone. Right, have a quick tidy up. Right, can I pop that on there? There we go. Cute, 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 cute. I wonder, I think these might work quite nicely with the purple tiger's eye as well. I do apologise, I feel like I'm pointing a lot today. It's very rude to point, isn't it? Very rude, Leah. Very naughty, naughty. 100 carat naughty. Well, what's that? That's just reminded me. Oh, I don't know what that's. There's a story there. That just reminded me of something of pointing and shouting naughty. I got locked in a hotel in Vietnam when I was travelling, and they wouldn't let us out. It's a longer story than that. It was fine. We were there for about 4 hours. It was fine in the end. But I couldn't get angry with it. He was screaming and shouting. So in the end, I just went, naughty. You're a very naughty man. Yeah. That was funny. It's a much longer story than that. It wasn't a dangerous one, it was just one of those backpacking stories. 100 carats, naughty man, of amethyst, he obviously did bat an eyelid at that. Amethyst rectangles, 10 by 8 millimetres, 38 centimetre strand here. Delicious, delicious colour. They are absolutely beautiful. You've got purples, you've got the pinky tones in there as well. Let's bring in the purple tiger's eye, because that would add a different element. You've got the deeper tone from the purple tiger's eye coming up for you later on, but why not mix the shapes, mix the tones? So lovely. They're really fantastic, aren't they? And it's that deep, deep amethyst colour, that wonderful hue that we're really looking at here. But those rectangles, they seem a little bit unusual to me, actually. It's nice to have them, you know, you've got that puffy shape, you've got a little bit of sort of depth, bit of dimension to the gemstones there, but 100 carats not to be sniffed at. And actually, if you look, you've got some lovely patterning through there. Some almost look like they're kind of, like you're almost getting a 50-50 split on some of the gemstones, but they're really, really cute. £6.95. £6.95. They are glorious, aren't they? Again, with the pearls, they look amazing. If you're still checking out any pearls, well, I don't know how many people have, I don't know how many of those there are still left, but with the pearls, again, that would be a wonderful combination. Very classic, very regal, but absolutely beautiful. Amethyst, I think, is a gemstone I think we all know, isn't it? It's a gemstone I think we all love working with, isn't it? Yeah. Is it so because we feel comfortable with it, do you think? Because we know it?
I think so, it is very, I love the colour anyway. I absolutely love the colour. I've got quite a few strands myself. Yeah, I'm sure. Adding to your order. 0800 644 655 to get one of the most beautiful February gemstones you could ever imagine. A gem obviously associated with royalty, a gemstone associated with hierarchy. It's got real status, the colour, let alone the gemstone that's obviously been with us for hundreds and hundreds of years, which only the royal were allowed to wear. The regal and the royal were allowed to wear. The likes of you and I, as mere paupers, weren't allowed to wear this colour for a long, long time. Mike would have been able to, he's royalty, but £6.95, JewelleryMaker.com. They look fab. That's £6.90. Do you want to see them again with the tiger's eye? And the pearls again. Phil he got his head down, he was looking, he was typing in numbers, that's why he didn't see. It's all right, my love. I'll forgive you, Phil.
There we go. So you can see all three of those together, the pearls, the purple tiger's eye, and that glorious amethyst. Oh, Donna, so good to have you, to have Polymer Day back on, JM. Good to see Zoe back doing Polymer again from Donna Turner. That's nice,
hi,
isn't
Donna,
it?
thank you.
See, feeling the love tonight.
I am
Everyone's
indeed.
tuning in. There's a real buzz, actually. There's a real sort of vibe in the studio. It's very, very exciting. And it's the first time we've worked together, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I was trying to sort of go back, because I only worked with Deb for about 5 minutes, years and years and years ago. So I was like that, but I was like, no, I don't think I have.
No, you haven't, no.
I'm enjoying it.
Good,
I'm enjoying
me too.
it. So there we go. Right. Oh, thank you. Oh, right. Brand new tool. Ready?
I'm ready.
Ready? Now, these work with the extruder, which might sound quite technical and complicated, but actually really, really isn't. A lot of people will probably have that already.
Yes.
You've got yours with you, I think, haven't you, Zoe?
I'll
She's
just
going
grab
in.
it, yeah.
She's going to go and find it. Now, you actually have 4 here. So I'll show you all of the different shapes, because there's lots of different shapes on those discs that you can attach to the extruder. So that's the first one. These are brand new to Jewellery Maker today. These are lovely. Some really interesting shapes in there as well. So you are going to get all 4 discs, all 4 packs, I should say, really because actually you've got 10 in each.
Yeah, that's very good.
That's really lovely. So you're getting 10, look at those, 40 different shapes. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And then last but certainly not least, again, nice to actually have just the plain circles as well with the 2 different sizes.
Yeah.
Really lovely. Why don't we have the extruder? Oh, okay. Fine, it's been held up. All right, it's been held up in customs. Hopefully we'll make it at some stage.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, hello, lovely. Right, let me just grab that.
Do you want me to
Yes,
explain?
yeah, come and have a little...
Yeah,
Have a
okay.
little peek. Not only my teeth that are jumping out. Right, let's have a look. Shall I come over to you?
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
easier?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
easy?
fine.
Is that all right, Leah? No.
No, we've been.
Am I
we've been
causing
awkward.
trouble tonight? Come on, Leah.
Okay.
Right. Let's have a little look.
Okay,
So,
right. So, I mean, most of the...
can we open one of these, Phil? Is that right?
Yeah?
Yes, just dive in. Dive in.
Right,
Oh, we
okay.
have got some here.
Yeah, I've got my own set. Yeah, basically what we use these to do is to shape the clay. I'll just see if I can pop one out without destroying the packet too much.
Like I did earlier on.
Oh, I know I've got to... Yep, no, I can
That's
get...
all right.
There we go. I think I've got one here. There we go. Okay.
Fabulous.
So this is my extruder. That goes with that one as well.
Yep.
Okay, and what you basically do, this is one made where the handle turns. If you can get one, if you haven't got one, hopefully one's. I think the one we were going to get in has a turning handle, which is the easiest way to use it.
Okay.
So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it down to make. There's like a barrel inside here, which way where you put your clay. So you put your conditioned clay in. I'll pop this yellow in as I've got it to hand. Okay, pop it in the end. These are brilliant as well for, you can use the extruders to create canes, different shapes that you can use to make sort of beads and cut things up, and there's all sorts. It's all sorts you can do. I'm actually going to use one in my second kit tonight as well.
Okay.
Okay, so then you take the end of your extruder and you pop your disc in. Okay, and then you screw that on. Okay, and then basically then you start to turn the handle again. And if you turn it, you'll start, when it comes to close to the clay, you'll feel it start to bite. And there we go. And then it'll extrude the clay. Obviously, you need to make sure it's well conditioned. This is
that just gives an idea.
Just give you an idea. Okay, and what you'll end up with it then is it comes out in the shape of the...
Fantastic. So you can slice into, you can keep that as it is, you can slice into that. Obviously you could layer up your polymer clay,
well,
you
if you
could
think,
roll it in barrels.
If you extrude this, obviously this is not very well conditioned, but you need to make sure it's very soft.
Yeah.
If you extruded different colours like this, you can put them together, you can create like a sort of a checkerboard cane.
Oh wow, yes, of
so
course.
there's a lot that you can do with an extruder. If you imagine the different colours, obviously conditioned, well conditioned, put them together, reduce it down, and then you've got a lovely cane that you could use as a, to make a pendant. So
it's a great tool.
It is a great tool.
It's a great tool.
Yeah,
and obviously we don't have the extender at the moment, but it is coming.
Yeah.
So don't wait for the extender to arrive and then go, oh, we want the discs already.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, another amazing price. I
need to look too.
particularly when you think you get all 4 of them.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And if you're not quite sure, have a look at that. $7.95 for the
right,
4. She's off again.
Yeah, I'm off again.
She's off again. Right, I'll grab the thingamybobby
Yep.
in a minute. So that's what, 20p a disc.
Yeah, that's very good.
20p a disc. That's
There you
incredible. Thank you very much, my lovely. Right, we shall walk back over so that Zoe can do some shopping.
Yep.
Basically, making no bones. At least we're honest, making no bones about it. So £7.95 for all of those. So have a quick scan of those shapes again. Get them now. And remember, the extruder is on its way. It is coming when it makes its way through customs. Love it. So these are your disc packs. You've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Loads of different shapes. I've just run out of hands in terms of getting the last one in. Let's do that. Obviously the one that we've taken out of that as well, but they've, yeah, very, very beautiful. Lovely different shapes. Some smaller, some larger, some a little bit more decadent than others, some quite big, some quite bold, but 40 to choose from. You're not going to get bored very quickly with those, are you?
But you can use some of them as well. If you extrude them, you can use them to make bangles, and you know, there's so much you can do with them.
Almost making like little beads, I suppose, as we saw with the cane there.
Yeah,
sort
absolutely.
of chopping into that. Lots and lots you can do. Jack, hello Jack, said new discs. I shouldn't really, but I have.
Yeah,
can't live without my extruder. Fab bit of kit from Jack.
Brilliant.
Why not? Well done. Congratulations. I don't think you can feel guilty for that. No. I really don't. Not a $7.95. I don't. Amazing. Hello, Nicola. Nicola said, thanks for reigniting my enthusiasm. Polymer allows you to create really individual, unique pieces. I may even start selling my work. A long-held dream. Do it. She should do it, shouldn't she?
Absolutely.
Absolutely do it. Start with your friends and family. Start where it's somewhere lovely and safe. Absolutely. That's lovely to hear, Nicola. Really, really pleased. That's ignited the passion again. That's very exciting. Keep us posted, won't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Donna said, hi Zoe, will the discs be okay to use with the green Makings extruder, which Jamie used to sell?
Usually,
I think so.
yeah.
I think that's the one we're getting back in.
Yeah, usually the discs
pretty universal.
are universal in size. Yeah. I mean, mine was a Fimo, and it fitted in mine.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the one we're getting back in, Donna. So yeah, if that helps. So we obviously be silly reordering something if it didn't fit the disc. So
no, I brought another brand of discs which doesn't go with the extruder and then fit mine. Yeah. So I bought different brands. So it should be all right. Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. Very, very well done. Keep checking those out. Congratulations. Oh, well, that's exciting. Kind of feels like our work's done already. If that's been a good result already. Very exciting. Right. Let me put those on there so I don't lose that little one. Right. Let's do some heart charms. I suddenly feel like my chair's gone really high. Don't know. I certainly can't have grown or shrunk. Heart charms, these are cute. Ooh, wow, these are much deeper than I thought they were going to be. I thought these were going to be like little slices, and they're not actually. They've got a nice little depth to them. See, I'm going to do that straight away. That would make such a lovely necklace to see all of those together. Let me just put those. These are lovely. If I lift these up. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine actually, bought me a silver necklace like that, covered in little sort of crystals, years and years ago, and I love it. I wear it so much. But just those dropping, you don't have to wear it like that, of course, but the meaning behind that I think is so, so lovely. So obviously, it's the universal symbol of love, isn't it? But you've got those lovely open hearts. I'm just thinking, I don't think that would, no, so you could layer those up, or I wonder if you could suspend the two together for a mother-daughter gift or something like that. That would look really lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Charms, pendants. I'd be tempted to get a couple of those, because if I wanted to, then I could match the size. If I wanted to create a pair of earrings or something, I'd quite like the opportunity to have the two.
The nice thing to do was, because I've bought a lot of the memory wire, and I've got some lovely nuggets, so I think if you made yourself like a memory wire bracelet and had them hanging on that as well, that would be lovely. Really,
really pretty. They're so lovely. I'm just going to stack those up, just sort of one on top of the other if I can. Well, I feel like I'm playing Operation. Do you remember that game?
Yes, I do.
There we go. $8.95. Really, really lovely. And you can create that sort of 3D effect if you wanted to. But they are so lovely. Really nice finish. I just wanted to show you that from a side. Do you know what when I'm saying I expected them to be like a slither, like a disc, but they're not. You've got a really, really nice depth to those. Great finish, obviously that polish all the way through. Gold plating on 9-to-5 sterling silver. Wouldn't expect anything less really, but for £8.95, you're getting a lot. You are getting a lot there. So you've got the 10, 11 and the 12 mil, but really nice that the sizes kind of just blend. It's not like you've got a big jump or a big leap in terms of size, like you've got your small, your medium, your large. They kind of really work nicely together. They are so, so lovely. And obviously with your gold jewellery working perfectly at the moment. And even just the bracelet, obviously, that we've been sort of wearing today. Imagine a little stretchy bracelet like that with your gold findings, with your little heart charms just coming off that.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Really simple, but gorgeous. Gorgeous. Very, very well done indeed on that. Right, we had a lot of people that bought the pearls. Very well done if you grabbed the pearls. Obviously, we showed to you the pearls with the abalone shell. We've got to do the abalone shell, so let's bring it to you now as a star buy. Abalone shell, brand new strand, coming to you tonight. Abalone coins, or should we say Fabalone coins. Oh yeah, that wasn't mine, but yeah. 10 mil abalone coins. The colours in here are wonderful. I love abalone. Even just the basic shells, when you see the different colours, are just mesmerising. But then when you see them as coins like this, I like this because it's almost that juxtaposition that shouldn't work. You've got the abalone, you've got that natural feel, you've got these wonderful organic colours, and then you've got this perfect round coin. But they do look adorable together. They look absolutely fantastic. So they're going to sit sort of flat as you're seeing them, so drilled sort of side to side, if that makes sense. But the colours are amazing. At one level you get a flash of green, then you get this metallic blue, then you get this paradise pink, this fuchsia flash that comes through. Literally waves of colour. If you imagine the abalone shell sort of sitting down in the ocean and the waves lapping against them, you just, it almost like, to me, like the waves have left their own pattern on the gemstone. And look how different they are. The colours work, but they're all completely unique. They're all so, so different. I mean, this has got to be one of those strands that works with 1,000,007 different gemstone colours.
Absolutely, definitely, yeah.
And even types of gemstones, you know, obviously we saw it with the pearls, which looks beautiful, but you could go the other way. Obviously we had the whites of the pearls, but you could bring in some really jet black onyx or spinel, or some faceted spinel, sort of micro-faceted spinel rondelles would look amazing, perhaps sparkling in between there. But
definitely.
Just so lovely. I think everybody likes this gemstone.
Yeah, it is gorgeous, I have to say. I had to sort of sit on my hands a bit with the abalone sort of showcase, but
yeah, I'm sure.
I've just bought those.
Why not? Why not? Well, the price is going to be amazing. It is your star buy. And I just think that if you don't know which colour gemstone you're kind of going to favour, or which gemstone, if you don't know your audience as well, if you are selling your gemstones, you don't know, well, I need more purple gems, more blue gems, or go with abalone, because that's going to touch a lot of hearts because of the array of colours that you're seeing in there. And talking about array, $7.95, lovely, lovely price on those gemstones. Very, very beautiful indeed. And you've got that wonderful quality on the gem, the natural nature of the gem. And this is New Zealand abalone. You talk about the actual abalone shell in terms of when it's sort of dived for. It has to be, it's free diving because they're preserving the area. The divers can't go down for the abalone with the canisters on. It's free diving, so it's very, very sensitively done environmentally and also to the shell. And you are limited. I think it's only about 10 or so shells that are allowed to be sort of free dived for per diver in the deck, something like that. Very, very unique. And I bought a big piece of abalone when I was in New Zealand years ago, and it was really expensive. Obviously, you get holiday blind, don't you? You get holiday blindness when you're away and you go, oh, I'm in the place, I've got to get the gemstone, or I've got to get the piece. It was rubbish. Well, literally, it didn't last very long. It wasn't very good quality, and I paid a fortune for it. But you've got it here. You've got it here now. So you've got that sort of holiday feel, that beautiful, beautiful collection of gemstones. Really, really pretty. I'd want to make just a very simple bracelet first of all. That would be my starting point on that. I think it'd probably closely followed by a pair of drop earrings.
Yeah, yeah. They'd be lovely dangling, sort of catching the light, wouldn't they? Yeah,
the coins just sit really nicely when they're flat on a bracelet. Well, and a necklace, to be fair.
Yeah.
work both ways, I'm sure. And of course, don't forget, don't just look at those gemstones and think, oh yeah, I could do polymer clay. Think about your ideas, because you don't just, you know, you don't have to just keep polymer gemstone. You can mix and match all of these different mediums, and some of the fantastic colours that we've got coming up for you in the polymer clay could work absolutely beautifully interspersed, because you could make beads of your polymer clay. And sort of make your gemstones go further and mix them up.
Absolutely. No, I've mixed gemstones and polymer clay, and I do when I make things at home as well. I mean, obviously for the kit, I stuck with just what was in the kit.
Yeah, of course.
But yes, I'll talk about that later. Actually, how you would combine them with that. But yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Very, very well done to everybody who's checking out on those. Kathleen collects in Northamptonshire, Tyningwear, Hertfordshire, Norfolk, all over the place. Very, very well done indeed. But do not move a muscle. You literally can't go anywhere because we've had a recap of the Polymer Clay DVD. Your brand new Polymer Clay DVD is around the corner. It's coming up for you at the other side of this. Do not go anywhere. We are very excited about this. And a what, sorry? Oh, and a record-breaking amount of moulds, not moles, moulds, not little moulds, coming up for you the other side of this. Exciting!
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch. If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee.
Order from us today at www.jewellerymaker.com.
Tune in this Wednesday for the launch of Zoe Lynham's DVD, Creating Polymer Jewellery with Silicone Moulds. Zoe will guide you through tools and preparation, shaping your clay, how to create bezel pendants, and how to design your own moulds. This DVD is packed full of tips and inspiration, so make sure you're tuned in this Wednesday at 7 p.m.
The Jewellery Maker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
We're very excited to be launching the Shibori extraordinaire Amy K. Sweet McNamara's DVD on Jewellery Maker. Amy will guide you through some beautiful designs, including a butterfly, a beetle, flowers and accessories. This DVD is packed full of tips and inspiration, so come and explore the colourful world of Shibori. Shibori Projects DVD, Sunday at 10 a.m. on Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. It's time. Dun, dun, dun. We needed some really dramatic music or something, didn't we? Dun, 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 dun. We are going to bring to you the DVD, the Polymer Clay DVD. Thank you very much for tuning in. Lovely to have your company today. We've got the lovely Liz with Liz.
Zoe.
Do you know, I think I've wanted to say Liz all day for some reason. I don't know why. It's because it's got 3 letters in it. I don't know. This is Malcolm. I'm Robert. It's lovely to have your company. We are about to launch the Polymer DVD, Zoe's Polymer DVD. So if you got the previous one earlier on today, congratulations. Very, very well done indeed. But something different. Should we give you a countdown? Should we do a 5-second countdown? Should we do 10? Should we do 10? Deserves 10, doesn't it? Ready, Sam? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. We are there. Dive in, because there is so much here that you are gonna love. Creating polymer jewellery, but with a twist. Why with a twist? Because using silicone moulds. Now, I think you can probably see straight away from the picture that you've got that this is an exciting DVD. This is going to be a really fabulous opportunity, and we'll show you some of the jewellery because it's knockout. I love this. Very, very exciting. Tell us a little bit about, was there any inspiration for the DVD? Was it literally just looking at a different way of working on it with the silicone moulds and taking it from there? How did you kind of get inspired?
Well, I mean, I love the silicone moulds anyway. I'm very keen whenever I make anything to have a professional finish, and I just say there's so many different ways you could use them. You can make some very sort of delicate sort of jewellery, and then you could take a real big statement piece if you like that kind of thing. It's such a versatile medium, and because there are so many silicone moulds out there, you can really tailor it to your tastes and make something really individual and unique. That's why I love them so much. And there's so much you can actually use with it to sort of highlight, the surface detail on that. So it's a really versatile technique. And I wanted to show you different ways in which you could use them.
That's incredible. These pieces, we've already had texts, we've already had messages in this evening saying that people have been inspired and passions are ignited and people are getting involved again. It's very easy to see why when you're seeing designer pieces like this, but you're going to be able to create these, you're going to be able to do these yourself with the help, love that, with the help. I can't actually pick, normally, be very honest, when you look across a suite of jewellery that the guest designers made, you always have favourite pieces, there's always, genuinely love them all, but you always have bits that kind of suit your taste or something a little. I don't know if I can pick. I genuinely don't know if I could pick, because I would, hand on heart, wear all of those. I have to say, if I was going for a statement piece, there is something about that big collar necklace that just screams at me that it's just incredible. But they are all fantastic. So, DVD, let's have a little look through. So you've got your introduction on the DVD to start with.
Yes.
And then first of all, we're looking at the shaping the clay with the moulds. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Yeah,
it's really just going through how to use the moulds, how to actually sort of work with the clay and make sure that you get a good impression, and so that you then have those pieces to use in your own jewellery. So it's kind of just going through the process of actually using that correctly. Okay. So that you can then place it onto your piece of jewellery. Yeah, and then from that we go into the bezel pendants. So you can see a little bit of a look here at the. I love this. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm watching both things. I'm reading your messages and looking at what's going on. Be proud, Zoe. Well done you, and a big thank you for all the time and hard work you've put into this DVD. That's a really lovely message. Thank you so much. That's lovely.
But you do, you work really hard, and it's great sort of being here and going, here's your DVD. The amount of time and prep and thought and imagination and creativity from yourself and all the team putting the DVDs together takes a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So you should be very, very proud. Who did you say was very excited about this tonight?
Oh, my children, yes. They I have to buy one for them to see it, yes.
How lovely is that, though? My children really see.
My daughter, my middle one, Hannah, she loves doing the clay. She's been to one of my workshops with me.
Oh, has she?
Yeah, she loved it.
We're going to have another inspirational designer then, aren't we?
I think so.
Watch out.
Yeah, she's very good.
Next on the DVD, you've got working with the bezel pendants.
Yes, so there are quite a few examples over there. Again, just showing you how you could do some quite dainty ones. Obviously, you can do the bezel pendants and how you can use the different moulds and different ways to finish it off to create different looks. And again, can suit your colour, your preferred colours, your preferred styles. It's very, very flexible.
Yeah, and we've got lots and lots and lots of moulds coming up for you. So you're not going to be spoilt for choice, and lots of bezels coming up later on as well. Earrings, pendants. So again, you're going to be able to create all of this. Statement jewellery, obviously.
Yes.
Big part of this DVD.
It is, yeah, absolutely. So obviously not only you can put them in the bezels, there are ways to work with them to create your statement pieces, like the pendant as well, like I did the yellow and the orange pendant there as well. So it's a really, you know, it's a very versatile technique. You can make things different shapes, different sizes. I love it. I mean, it's you know, and as I say, when I've done the workshops away from JM, you know, the people who work with it have loved it and had really great results first time round, complete beginners.
Which is great.
Yeah.
That's really lovely. Yeah. Katie, one of our guest designers. Stunning design, Zoe. Congratulations on your DVDs today. I got both. Amazing inspiration. I can't wait to get my clay out as soon as they arrive.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Kate. Hope you enjoy them.
There we go. I'm sure loads of messages. A children's show working with polymer clay would be wonderful over the summer holidays, and Zoe's daughter could demo.
Oh, she'd love that. Absolutely.
There we go. That's an idea for the bosses. We'll tell Colin. We'll get her on. We'll get her on. And you've still got then sections in here on making your own moulds and then the finishing touches to round it up.
Yeah, so not only, as I say, can you buy the commercial moulds, which are fabulous, but you can also put your own spin on it with making your own moulds as well. So we cover that in there as well, and how to use them, because you do have to use them in a slightly different way to the commercial moulds. So I go through how to use those there.
So all of that on your DVD for £4.95, and as ever you will play, you will rewind, you will rewatch, you will never fast forward, but you will constantly be searching for your DVD, reaching for that. And of course, great to have if you're travelling as well, if you've got that and you downloaded it onto your computer or anything, so you've got it there with you the whole time. It's brilliant. You've got Zoe's fabulous sort of inspired brain with you the entire time. It's like literally having Zoe in your back pocket, which is fabulous, for £4.95. But the designs you are going to be able to create and make are just amazing. I'm gonna grab that necklace actually, because I'm like that, just dying to get my hands on this.
Yeah, they're quite tactile
you need
at the air.
You need to see this in more detail.
Yeah.
They just look at these.
But you can make that as a beginner, and that's the thing. I wanted people to be able to make something really beautiful from scratch, a really professional finish, and to be able to do that as a complete beginner. And obviously, if you've got more experience, you'll think of other ways to combine it as well, and make different pieces. But
that is just fantastic. And Angela, message from Angela, a question actually. Lovely designs. Could you use embossing? Folder and press into the clay with the design transfer okay?
I haven't tried it myself, but I know there are people that do, and I have bought embossing folders to actually do the same thing. So yes, I think you could do that.
There we go. And another question, sorry, I feel like I need my specs tonight. A really good DVD for the silver clay workers as well.
Absolutely, yeah, you could apply all the same techniques, definitely.
There we go. So it transcends again, it's for the different mediums that you're working with, because I don't think any of us really, although you may have specialist areas, your polymer clay, you still dabble in other mediums. You can't help it.
No, well, I'm on the Jewellery show this weekend.
Fantastic.
So
there we go. And they do work together. They do kind of hold hands, don't they? Which is brilliant with the DVDs, as you say. So absolutely fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. And I think the thing is with this as well, all of the different pieces that you've created, all of the different designs and ideas, I think really capture everybody's tastes. We don't all want the big necklaces, we don't all want the small pendants. You might want to go a bit more ornate, you might want to go a bit more sort of bold and beautiful. You've covered everything, I think, here. And
the thing is as well with this, I mean, obviously you can, I haven't put gemstones so much into it because I want to obviously focus on the polymer clay, but the polymer clay is actually very easy to drill through. So there's nothing to stop you if you've made like a collar piece to actually then suspend at the bottom of it your gemstones that coordinate with it. So you can add those in as well really, really easily. So again, it's you can mix it with other mediums. So it's brilliant.
And this is just your DVD. We haven't even brought to you the kit yet. We've got two fantastic kits coming up tonight that you will be able to work with these DVDs very, very well indeed. They are flying out. And lovely as a gift as well. Maybe if you know somebody that's previously worked with polymer clay, it'd be a lovely gift to have a brand new DVD. Maybe you want to start somebody's interest with polymer. Maybe you know somebody that's been sort of saying for a while now, I might just give it have a go, because that's literally like your Jewellery Maker Bible, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's a great way to start off. And as I say, you'll be really pleased with the finish that you get on and professional look. It's very, very easy to achieve. And I'm all for that, making your jewellery of a really, really high standard.
And £4.95, I think, for any kind of DVD, any creative sort of DVD. If you buy, if you're learning a new language or anything like that, and you buy the DVDs and the books, they can be really expensive, because people know. People know obviously that you are going to use that, so people really hike up prices, don't they?
There's a lot of
names.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, yes, there is, and that actually just that was first page.
Gosh.
So yes, I would say it's very well received.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very well received.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
It's lovely as well, I think, for everybody watching to feel like that we're all kind of we're sort of speaking to yourself to obviously to Zoe that's helped bring this to life. It's really lovely. It's like talking to the author of your favourite book. It's like talking to amazing, love it. Make sure you check out on those because we've got about 10-20 of those still checking out. So keep going on that one. But you've done absolutely brilliantly. It's going to be a big night.
Yes.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Very exciting.
Yeah, your DVD is here. Oh, I nearly rolled myself away there. Yay! Right, before we do the kit, I'm going standing up, Leah. I'm going. That's why I sat down because it looks ridiculous. Before we bring the kit, I'm just going to hop back over. We'll be back in a second. Just because we've got I'll be honest, we've got so much jewellery. Thank you, my lovely.
That's all right.
So much jewellery that we've got so much jewellery. It's clearly all Zoe's. I haven't done any of this. But we just need to swap it all over, ready for the kit, because there is so much. There are so many pieces. I'm just going to keep that here for the kit. As I said, literally oodles and oodles of things that we want to share with you tonight. So it's super exciting. Very well done on that. That's really exciting. Wonderful. And when you get the kit, of course, you're going to be even more inspired to get going, to get playing your DVD. Two fabulous kits tonight. So, before we do the kit, let's squeeze in. Oh, this is very cute. This is like almost like the infinity symbol. I don't know why I did that. We've got infinity and beyond. The infinity symbol is almost like a figure of 8, basically. And the figure of 8 is meant to be a very lucky number in a lot of cultures as well. And basically, infinity is love never ending, love everlasting. There's no beginning, there's no end. I felt like I was breaking into a song then. But you've got. There's no beginning. I don't know. It does, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It feels like it's ringing a bell somewhere in the back of my memory bank where the cobwebs are. Don't know. Gold plating on your 9-to-5 sterling silver, your lock rings eternity connector. So if I turn it this way, there we go. You can see how that works. It's really lovely. Really lovely. Imagine that just on a little, perhaps a little speaker chain, or even just with your cord. You're starting off really simply, just with your cord, but the meaning that you've got in there as well. One is slightly bigger than the other. You've got one smaller one, one large one. You've got the mummy and the baby working together, but for £6.95. These are really solid. They feel very solid. And even if you're sort of looking at that, obviously the gold plating over the sterling silver is amazing as well. But just a lovely little feature for any sort of piece of jewellery, really. Let's pop that back up. A wonderful adornment. An adornment or an embellishment, two of my favourite words here. At £6.95, you've got that lovely gold look. Is there any other ways you could use it? Obviously, it's a connector. I'm just trying to think. I guess you don't need to do too much of that. Could be actually 2 of those perhaps on a necklace, 2 or 3 of those on a necklace, just to add a bit more of a feature, or for a lariat.
How is it the loops? I'm just thinking whether you can put it onto and hang like a gemstone drop at the bottom of it, and then make it into a pendant. You could do as well.
Could do.
Yeah.
Could literally just
earrings.
Of course. Let's see. Loads of things you can do. Simples. £6.95. 0800 644 6. That's just reminded me. I've got a garage full of those creatures. I need to do something with those meerkat creatures, little fellas. JewelleryMaker.com. Very well done to you on the web. Very well done to you on the telephone lines on that as well. Something I think actually a little bit different. I like these. Something a little bit cute, a little bit different, but yet the meaning is really very much a powerful one. It's like a love knot, isn't it? So I just think of that and imagine that on a piece of sort of almost very fine sort of satin black cord, and just tied like a friendship bracelet.
Yeah, that would be very contemporary actually. Yeah.
Can you imagine one of the big boutiques, the real sort of classic big silver boutiques, what they charge for something like that?
But even there's like a stacker bracelet, say the stacker bracelet's very popular, isn't it? So that would look lovely on the chokers. Yeah.
Gorgeous, very simple, very effective, well done, congratulations. Right, I think we are there. I think we can go back and rejoin. Right, should we do it?
I'll give you the...
Do you want me to bring these two? Is it these two? Shall I just bring the whole shaboodle? Is it all of them, Phil? Do you know what? Let's just pop them all on and take them all over. Leah's like, I'll bring them over. I'll bring them over. All right, Leah, bring them over in a minute. Okay, that was the fly. Right, it is kit time. Righty-ho. So, first kit of the evening. It is time. Well, I've had to wear some of the earrings from the kit because I just couldn't resist, and it's my new thing now.
Yep.
It's just because I get the chance to feel beautiful for a few hours wearing your lovely jewellery.
Good.
Thank you. I like them
You're
very
welcome.
much. I'm really into my dingly dangly earrings at the
Yeah,
moment. So
yeah.
as soon as I saw these, I'm like, oh yes, thank you very much. Okay, what have we got? Well, we've got a lot actually. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Leah. Right, let's start here, I think. So this is our first kit, because we don't just have one kit tonight. We've got, as I said, we've got a lot. So if I turn these around, actually put those up because they're coming up for you.
Yeah, I haven't got the jewellery for those ones up. So it's the other way
Okey-doke.
around, yeah.
Am I getting confused here?
There's another set of jewellery that goes with these ones.
Yes, there is, isn't there?
There
It's
is,
these
yeah,
ones
it's
there.
those ones
Sorry,
are up here, yeah.
I was just about to say, I was getting myself looking at those thinking they're the wrong colours.
colour.
Sorry, I'm going to blame it
Alright.
on Phil. Shall we just blame it on Phil confusing me?
Yes.
I'm very easily
Good
confused
producer.
tonight.
We'll blame the boss.
Yeah, we'll stick together. Right, okay. So, first of all, I'm all confused now, Phil. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know what we're doing. We're doing these first.
No, that's for that.
That's for
that
that kit, yeah. That's why I'm getting all confussed.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing, so we've got the wrong jewellery. Oh, you see, that's why. It's all right, we can work with whatever you want to, my lovely. We can swap the jewellery over. Let's. Do you know what? Should we edit that out? Cut that bit out. I'll go back and go back over, and we'll start. We'll just pretend.
Yeah.
We'll start again. Let's bring. So was I right? They are all together,
Yes.
aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I've worked with for the other set of jewellery.
Yes. No, they're not one kit. The
No.
pots are separate. Yes,
Pots are separate,
but
yeah.
just to show them all together.
Yeah.
Should we blame it on the heat? I think it's the heat, to be fair. Yeah, right. So let's start with this. So let's take those off there first of all and start with that because we've got two parts to this. We'll get there. We will get there. We're just having a brief amateur hour, but that's just on my behalf. Right. We're there, sorted. So we have part one is the Silicone and Primo clay bundle. Yay, we got there in the end. So what you are going to get here, and we'll list it all for you there as well, are the two parts of the silicone, which I'm totally honest, total novice on this complete novice for me on that, but in terms of making your own moulds.
Yes.
So Zoe will take us through the ins and outs of that. So you get 300 grams of the silicone moulding compound, and then you are going to get your Primo Sculpey polymer clay. The colours are delicious, and they are different actually. They are different. So what I will do, if I just bring those and sit those up, because you have got a difference in the yellows that you're getting on there. So you're getting I couldn't say this earlier on, the cadmium yellow. Cadmium. Yeah. Teeth, told you I've got the wrong pair. You've got the pomegranate and you've got sunshine. Pomegranate and sunshine I can do very, very easily. So we've picked the perfect pieces for tonight, to be fair. So that's your sunshine. Now, to actually kind of describe the difference, your sunshine is
It's a much more paler, more pastel-y colour.
Yes, it's more of a, I wouldn't say muted, but that kind of, but it's still a lovely bright yellow, whereas the
cadmium.
Cadmium, I'm not going to get that, so I'm not going to even try tonight, is a much bolder, sort of richer in terms of colour. So very, very, you can see the difference there. If I put them side by side, you can definitely tell there is a difference on those. But still really lovely, really bright. And that pomegranate is just gorgeous. It's a wonderful sort of almost orangey red, isn't it? The colour of that is just, the pomegranate absolutely pops. So you're going to get all three of those in the kit, and then of course you're going to get your silicone as part of the bundle. So what is silicone?
Okay, it's a two-part silicone moulding putty. So you use it to make your own moulds. I absolutely love the stuff. I absolutely love it. It's on the DVD, and basically you mix the two parts. It's equal parts that you mix together.
Had to do that.
Yeah,
It doesn't really smell, does it?
No, it doesn't. And it's super easy. I tend to just eyeball it to get, you don't have to worry about mixing it exactly away. I don't, to be honest. I just take roughly equal amounts of it. You mix it all together until you've got an even colour, and you've got about 5 minutes working time. And I am gonna demo that in a bit. Actually, do how to use that.
Right.
And you can create fantastic moulds. I don't know if you want to do a little close-up of my necklace, but this is a mould that I made, and from things I found in the garden, and I used that then to create my own pendant, and this is used for colouring with alcohol inks. But it's just absolutely perfect to make things completely custom. And I love it. It's one of my favourite things to do with polymer clay is to make my own moulds.
And will that go quite a distance?
Oh yes, I made, in fact actually if I just grab this,
the lid back on properly really, shouldn't
I made a whole load of moulds, and I would say I probably haven't even used a third of it. If I can hold one up to show you. But yeah, I made a lot already. Sorry, I'll keep my hand still there so you can see it. Okay, that's what I did with them for my garden. I mean, I made all these, and there were still stacks left in the.
This is really exciting, actually, isn't it?
It is.
This is really. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's because I don't know if you're thinking the same thing at home. You see some of the moulds and think, okay, well, you're probably going to have quite a deep imprint. Look how delicate and dainty that is.
Well, that's the thing, is it captures even the smallest detail. It's amazing stuff, it really is. And it just really opens possibilities for creating, you know, your own jewellery, your pendants, your collar, necklace, all sorts you can do with it again. You do use it in a slightly different way to the professional made ones, because obviously these are more shallow and it's not a definite border, so you do have to use them a little bit differently. But it's a bit want to say, you know, this pendant, you know, you can get some beautiful looking things with this. I absolutely love the stuff. So, and this is a really good sized pack as well. I often only see them like a much smaller pack, so you've got a lot that will go a long way.
So value wise, you've obviously, so in terms of moulds, I mean, you've got loads on there. The thing is as well is that you can actually take moulds off things like, you know, lace. I've taken it off tree bark. So if you want to go for a very organic thing, if you're out and about, I think it's because it cures so quickly. If you have it in your bag as you're out and about and you see a texture, you think, oh, I love that. Mix it up, put it on, you've got it. Fantastic.
It's brilliant.
I'm looking at this now thinking I wish I'd have known about this last year, because I tried to press the flowers from my wedding bouquet. Right. They all went mouldy. Yeah. So I had to throw them. I was like, I'm just looking at that as literally just made me go, oh, wouldn't that have been lovely just to have taken a press? Yeah. But you see, if you've got things, and I just find things in my garden. I mean, obviously you can't go digging up wildflowers and things, but I think if you're out and about, I think if you see things on the floor, like I picked up, that was just on the floor on the way to school, you know, those little, I don't know what we call them. The little spinny things, trees, you know, if it's on the floor, I think you're okay to pick things up. Obviously, don't go breaking any laws. No. But yeah, so, you know, things like that, you can create lovely personal moulds, and I did actually use it in one of the bracelets as an example in the jewellery. It's just fantastic. Amazing. You know. And in terms of reuse of one of those moulds, oh, these last for ages. You know, years if you look after it. I mean, years. It's once it's set, it's set. And how do you look after them? I mean, you've got them just in a little sort of in a bag plastic or a box, bag, or easy to clean. Yep, no problem. Easy to clean. Just wipe them through. You can wash them. So yeah, and of course, because of silicone, you don't need to worry about a release agent. They're brilliant. Yeah. It's absolutely brilliant, honestly. You'll have so much fun with this. And we'll talk about it, obviously, as we look in a second, in terms of, obviously, because obviously, they as you said, they take about 5 minutes to actually sort of set. You don't need to put them in the oven, you don't need to do anything like that. It's really, really easy. Really simple to use. So. How exciting! Oh, wow. How exciting. Do you know, I've seen much smaller amounts of this on its own for selling for that price. So you've got 300 grams 300 grams plus the clay. And the thing with like clay as well, if you bought the introduction DVD, I'll show you how to make graduated colours. So, and if you also wanted to make them more pastel, if you've got white clay, you can put the white in. You can turn that into, and actually when you mix, it's not what you expect, but when you mix the red and the yellow together, you actually get a lovely peach. Oh, really? Yeah. So, you know, there's an awful lot that you can do with those colours as well. You can keep them bright, you can mute them, you can make pastel shades. If you mix in a pearl clay, you get pearly shades. You know what I mean? So just because there are 3 colours there, it doesn't mean you need to keep them like that. You can mix them, you can graduate them. It's brilliant. And everybody that's worked with polymer clay before will already be getting excited about that, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Sissy, hello, my lovely. She said, I take it with me and we'll take a mound of a picture frame, decorative wrought iron, anything that's pretty and different. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Lovely. It's brilliant stuff. I think once you've got something like this, and once you open your eyes to the different textures and things, the more you look, the more you see, the more you're aware of something. Yeah, you'll be stopping every couple of minutes and taking a little imprint of this and imprint of that. You might be out. It might be a wrought iron bench. It might be a little bit of architecture somewhere that you decide to have a little. It might be something on the floor. Might be a bit of paving. A bit of literally. The world's your oyster with those.
Everywhere, I see it everywhere. You do look at the world in a very different way.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm
But no,
sure.
you have so much fun with this. It's brilliant. It
And how
really
lovely
is.
to be able to preserve a little bit of that as well. If you are out of it, I'm not saying that you're going to be going out and sort of in a very famous museum and start taking rubbings of things. Don't get into trouble when you do this.
Don't know.
But if you are sort of somewhere very special and there is something obviously there, it might be I'm just like using a bench as an example, or a wrought iron gate or something, but you have that little rubbing, you take that home and you wear it. How lovely is that to have something like that with you?
It doesn't. I mean, I've never found it to damage anything either. That it, and I've also made moulds as well where I put in rice to make a texture, or herbs and spices you can press into it. So just try to. I mean, I put star anise in before. That makes a lovely pattern as well. So,
and is it easy to remove if you were to put the rice or the star anise? Easy to remove once that's set.
Once you've done it, let it set, and you're just going to pop it off, and then you just give it a wash. But I have made moulds out of all sorts of things you wouldn't believe.
Fantastic.
So it's just versatile. Wow. It's brilliant.
So you've got all of these, hopefully, £24.95, amazing price for the Silicone and, of course, for your polymer clay. But as you will probably notice on some of the designs, at the end, you've gone that one step further. Yeah. You've got the designs, you've mixed and played with the polymer, you've blended, and then, where did I just put them?
Here.
They're there.
They're here. They're here.
I'm doing a good job tonight, aren't I? And then what you've done is actually start to use these as well to work with the acrylic paint. So you're going to get 3 of these. These are really lovely as well, and I just think these colours together. I will bring the polymer clay back just to show you again. Look phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to show them like that so you can see the different colours that are within there.
Lovely
they are
paint. They are gorgeous.
I love the names of these as well. Love them. So you've got Miss Moneypenny here, you've got Pheasant Bronze, don't know, and then you've got your Goldfinger. I just love them. They are amazing. Names, so they're wonderful. Yeah. So the 3 different shades. You've kind of got your gold, you've got the sort of the bronze, and maybe the rosy gold, maybe even tone on those. Definitely more of the pinky sort of
coppery
copper tone.
Look.
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of working with these, you've obviously worked with them on top of the polymer clay that we had from the previous kit. Yeah. Talk to me a little bit more in terms of that. Do you paint them on? Do you brush them on? Do you do it with your hand? How does it work in terms of working with your acrylic paints?
Right. With these, I mean, there's 2 different ways you could do it. If you can put them on to go into the gaps in between, if you like, and take it off the surface. Right. Okay. So you're highlighting the crevices, if you like. And that one you've shown there, I do tend to use a sort of a burnt umber, just a very general acrylic paint as that dark tone. But then to have these metallic highlights on the top, I would just basically use a sponge. And actually in the kit later, we've got some lovely sponge daubers actually in the kit later on. Okay. And you just the lightest amount of touch, and you're just going to dab it on the top, and just let it dry. And if you want to build up the colour, you can dab it on again. You'll go a long way this well. It will, and it just brings out all the detail of that mould, that texture. And again, you've got that lovely shimmer. I work with metallic paints, acrylic paints an awful lot. They are one of my staples as well. And not only, if you think back to these texture wheels that people were buying earlier, which I've bought myself, if you imagine putting that onto black clay,
wow,
and then taking your your sponges and sponging those colours on the top, and then cutting that out, I mean, that would look wonderful. Fabulous. So there's many different ways in which you can use the acrylic paint. So it's not just what we've got here. You'll find loads of applications.
I love that necklace. As soon as I saw that, Zoe was getting out the piece of jewellery earlier on, I looked and went, oh, it looks like hot, fiery chilies, and then I went, oh, or a phoenix, looks like a phoenix rising from the flame. Just so fabulous. It's a really big dramatic feel that you've got, and obviously you've worked with the different colours.
Yes.
And it looks like you were talking about that sort of the peachy tone.
Yes.
And is that what you've done on that, or is that just simply the acrylic?
I've mixed. I've mixed them together. Yeah. So I did put a bit of black in between to make it that drama, and then highlighted it with the metallic paints, so it just brings out the texture you see. But that was just a seed pod that I used to make a mould from.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's made a really dramatic design, and I suppose adding in the black almost looks a little bit like sort of oxidised metal, I guess, which again is why they kind of do that, because it really brings the depth and the dimension out on the design. They are fabulous. Love that bracelet. Love that bracelet. It almost looks like angel's wings on that as well.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Love it. Love it. All three of those, £17.95. Let's look at these pots again. They are going to go a long way. You get a lot in there. They are fabulous. So you've got 60 mil in each one. And again, just obviously, I guess in terms of when you're using them, would you take a little bit out, put it on a little, or would you use it direct from the pot?
I tend to, if I'm going to take my sponge bar, I literally put a little, I'll take it off the lid, actually put a bit in the lid, and then I just use the door bar. And I tend to actually dab it, a lot of it off, because you actually want the merest trace of it when you're actually putting it on, just so you just highlight those details. The other thing I was going to say as well, if you've got silk screens, these work beautifully with silk screens as well. So if you, I've used them with silk, that range with silk screens, and they are perfect. They dry really well on the clay.
Really
nice. So it's not just these projects, they will be, you can use them in all sorts, absolutely all sorts.
And you've spoken about layering in terms of these colours, of layering them up. How about actually mixing those together?
You can mix,
you can mix them together as well.
And you can, as I say, if you wanted to, I talked about doing the texture sheets, you know, you could put the different colours on. So you could do it all in one colour, and then you could highlights of the other colours, so you can almost get it as a, I don't know, you know when you heat copper to get like a patina? Yeah. So you can imagine, you could almost, like if you just let each layer dry in between, you can
really
add that in, it would look beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Fabulous, fabulous. I think we should start some demoing, don't you? We're getting the goods, we're getting ready to go. We need to see stuff in action. So, what have you decided to show us, lovely Zoe?
Right, I thought I should just show you, because on the, unfortunately I didn't have this particular brand with me when I filmed the DVD. The one I got, it took a lot longer to set, so I couldn't actually show you that on the, I talk about how we do it and how you can use these, but I thought I'd actually just sort of show us. See, look, this is how much I made all those molds. I've still got
wow, so you've done all, oh crikey,
yeah, the molds, and I've still got a lot left in here.
Fabulous.
So what I thought I'd just do is I'd show you how actually I make the molds.
Yes, please.
So I went to have a little rummage in the gardens here to see what I could find, and this is where you just go and have a look for sort of textures that you like. Now I just need to
just move this towards me a little bit.
I'm just going to grab my acrylic.
Okay.
My acrylic rod just a moment.
Oh, this is exciting.
It
See this in action. This is fabulous, because very often, obviously, we have to kind of jump in processes sometimes, don't we? Obviously.
Yeah. So so basically, just I just eyeball it, eyeball it rather, not boil it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're sitting next to me, it's rubbing off.
So so I just want to take, just sort of roll it and just compare it. Okay, there.
So you're looking for roughly equal measures. Roughly
equal measures. So, and also always make sure you don't obviously get one inside the other, because they will cure.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'll put that to one side. So what I do is take a little bit like this, and I'm going to mix it up. And what we're looking for.
I'm going to have a little go as well.
Have a little play. That's good.
It's like playing. I love it. It's like being back at school.
So you can see it's beginning to marble. I mean, what we keep going basically until we've got, it's completely even. And you have enough working time as well, so to do this, so you don't have to sort of panic that you're going to run out of time. You can see this is beginning to get much more even in colour.
It's so nice.
It does feel nice, actually.
It's so lovely. Yeah. Phil's just said, is that as satisfying as it looks? I'm like, yeah, it really is. Really is. I could be your personal curer. What would you call it? Let's not. What are we doing now?
Well, we're going to make the mould, aren't we? So we're going to cure it.
So it's
Yeah. So you can see now that it's actually sort of quite an even colour now. Okay. So when you get to that point, what I tend to do first of all is just flatten it a little bit. So I've got it on a ceramic tile. You could put it on a piece of sort of greaseproof paper or something like that if you wanted to, but it won't stick ultimately, it won't stick to it. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to flatten it a little bit first, so it gives a bit of an area to work on. Okay. Now, so you take your chosen whatever it is you want to actually press into it. So I've got this, I'll use this one.
Oh, that's very cool.
Okay. So what I want to do now is just sort of position it where I want it to go on here, and just gently sort of push it in. And then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to press the acrylic over it and just...
I love this. I love this.
Yeah.
This is like one of the best things we've ever done. I love this.
It's quite therapeutic.
Oh, it's amazing.
Now, by doing this, you're actually going to get, and I would leave that on it now while it sets, it won't take very long at all, but by doing that you get kind of a nice smooth surface, so when you want to take an impression of it, you'll get a smoother impression when it comes out. So you'd leave it like that for a moment, just to let it cure. Okay, in heat it tends to cure faster.
Okay.
You know, it takes on average about 5 minutes, but in this kind of heat you might find actually it cures a lot quicker than
Really
that.
quickly.
Yeah.
Could you do your fingerprint or a footprint or anything?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of a
Yeah,
gift
yeah.
for a baby.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you do your handprints.
Yep.
You pay a fortune for
Yeah,
those, don't
yeah,
you?
definitely.
I'm just thinking, I'm sitting here thinking,
Oh.
oh,
Oh, there you go.
what's going on tonight?
Psychic.
I make mounds of fingerprints of children
Yeah.
or animals. They make
Yeah.
they make a pendant for the mum or the animal's mum.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
brilliant. There
Sissy,
you
you
go.
and I, we're right, yeah.
Yeah,
Literally,
fantastic.
I think it's because you're actually sort of just working with this, doing this, and you can see the little fingerprints in there. I'm thinking, oh,
But that's the
Great
thing as well,
minds.
when you press it down, of course, then you've not got that fingerprints on there as well.
no,
when you
I'm
press
going
it
to do
down on
my
that.
fingerprint then.
Yeah.
So would you roll that out? Would you roll that one
Just,
out a little
just
bit?
flatten it a little bit, yeah. You could use the roller just to flatten it a little bit.
Guess what I'm going home with? So I might even do that kind of. My fingers aren't that big. Right,
decide
no, I won't
which
do
one.
my funny finger. Well, I don't know. I'm going to do my engagement ring finger.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
And let's see. So I just hold my
You
finger
have
in
to
there and
hold
see
your
what
finger
happens.
there. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. You can well, usually you can tell when it's ready. If I'm just going to lift this off a minute, if you sort of put your finger into the edge of it and you make a little dent, now if it stays like that one, it's not ready. But what will happen when it's fully cure is you'll put your finger in it, kind of like pops back out again.
Okay.
So it doesn't, the mark won't stay. Then this just needs slightly longer to cure, but it's not far off.
I've got a feeling mine's going to go horribly wrong for some reason.
Be optimistic.
Do you
it'll be
need to
fine.
press really hard or not?
No, you just keep it. If you just keep it still, it'll be fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
keeping still.
Keeping still.
That's
So yeah, so you just sort of check.
Oh, you can see it. You can actually see it. It's almost like the form's changing. You
Yeah, you can. But if you can press your nail into it and the mark is there, then you still need to give it a little bit longer.
can. Okay.
Okay. So what we will do, and if I just grab, I put it down.
And the rollers, obviously, we have the rollers that we had earlier on.
Yeah.
If you got hold of some of the rollers, obviously you could create your own patterns in there as well.
You could, and actually you can get, because you'll get the opposite. What you'll do is you'll get a raised raised, so you can actually, if you do the imprints of the rollers in there, you'll then have the mould. When you actually push the clay into it, you'll actually get the raised pattern as opposed to the indented pattern. So yeah, so you can end up getting like reverses. You can also, if you've got a stamp and you think, and actually I don't want it to go in, take a mould of it, and you'll have the stamp raised. So that's another way to use it as well.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So that's you say it's got a dual purpose.
Fab. We've got
do
loads and
all
loads and loads
sorts.
in terms of moulds today. It's just crazy. It's
Right,
crazy.
I thought I would show you something different. I'm just trying to find where I've put it over here
Oh,
somewhere.
I nearly lifted my finger to have a look then.
Well, you better put it back down again if you do.
I'll stay
Here
where
we
I am.
go.
Stay where I am.
Right, I've got a necklace to show you, which is not what I did on the DVD, but I thought I'd show you another way to use it.
Gosh.
Yeah, so I thought I'd show you this technique. So this is kind of where you can create almost like a ceramic-y type look to it. Okay, so using your homemade moulds. That's why I thought I'd show you how to do that. But I'm just waiting for this to
That's all right.
cure. So let's see if it's
It's such a lovely thing to do as well, whether you're doing this with your friend, whether you're doing it with your daughter, your granddaughter. Imagine just going out picking flowers
this is
or
it.
looking for interesting things to sort of to grab, even just pieces and bits and bobs that are in the house.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
it.
real journey, isn't it,
Yeah.
to be able to sort of start to finish to do this.
That's it. Do you think, you plan it, you go and get it, you bring it back, you make your mould, you make your piece of jewellery, and it's just so unique and personal. This actually is about ready. I just stuck my nail into it, and can you see it pop back up again?
Okay,
This
let's have
might
a little look at this.
Yeah, so you pop it in there like that, and you can see, look, it just
Oh,
pushes
yes.
back up again. So that's your sign
Wow.
that it's ready.
Oh,
Okay.
Laura Binding's got hers, I think. Hello, Laura.
Hello, Laura. Hi.
Good girl.
So what I'm just going to do now is just very gently
Oh.
ease it out. There we go.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
If you get and you can, if you might have to get the odd little bits of petal, but you just run it under the tap basically, and that will wash out. So if I hold that,
How cool is this? It's like a little tree.
yeah. So that so I talk on the DVD how to actually use this kind of thing to make your own jewellery. But I'll show you a different way today. Also, I don't want to give away all the secrets now.
No, well, we've got everything on the DVD there, so we can learn another technique as well tonight.
There's another way to. But I'll show you how to do this. So so that basically that's sort of ready to go. I'm just going to
I think I'm nearly there as well.
wipe over. So I'm going to grab my wipes. You'll probably find it's.
I think,
Is it nearly there?
it's bouncing back.
Bouncing
so
back. If it's bouncing back, you're ready to go.
Shall I do my grand reveal?
Yeah.
We'll see how big my fingers are. I hope this works as well.
Yeah.
It has. It's got my finger. I've got slightly sweaty hands, but yes, it has. It's got my little fingerprint in there.
It will capture such fine detail.
See, that's the thing, because you haven't. If you think about your fingerprint, it's just a little. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can. Everyone will be filling that in and then pressing my phone and getting all my details on my phone now.
I've got this exciting on mine.
Nothing exciting on there. Oh, fab!
Yeah, there we go. Right. So what I'll do now is I'll show you how to use this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take. I might just cut this in half. Actually, I want a thicker piece. Slightly thicker piece. This is a condition sheet rolled out on the thickest pasta machine, acrylic roller setting. I always call it pasta machine because mine is a pasta machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on your clay roller. Okay.
So for anybody that doesn't know, in terms of getting the polymer clay ready, to condition it.
Is to turn it from this in the hard block into a sheet that is malleable and ready to work with. So again, that's also on my DVD.
So keep folding it, rolling it, putting it through
until
it's ready to go. Oh, it's from Laura. Hello, Laura. Hi, Zoe and Ruth. I have the DVDs and a few other yummies. Looking forward to playing with the clay. Beautiful makes, Zoe.
Thank you, Laura. Have fun with it.
Thank you, Laura.
Okay, so with this then now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it into the mould. Okay, I want to make sure I press quite firmly because we want to pick up all the detail. Okay. And what I'm going to do, squeaking a bit here.
That's all right.
I'm going to roll that over as well, just to smooth it off. And what I'm actually going to do while I've got this here, it's probably easier to do it this way actually. I've rolled out another sheet of clay, which I've passed through the pasta machine. Sorry, a roller, I can say pasta machine. Clay roller.
It's all right, we know what you mean.
Yeah, using a texture sheet. So this is a way that you can actually back your clay. Okay.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put that over that as well, because then I'm going to pop the whole thing out and then it'll be sort of ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, so what I want to do now is lift it off. Okay, and then we're going to, hopefully it's worked, just very gently. There we go.
Beautiful.
Okay, oops, sorry, not that way. Okay, now first thing I will do now is obviously I need to cut it into a sort of a shape. Okay, so we've got a backing for it now, so I just grab my cutters, which I've conveniently left over here. So
and don't forget, at any time you can add your DVD on, you can add any parts, any elements of the kit. If you're suddenly thinking, oh, I've missed this, I need that, go and have a look, because it'll be all there for you on the web.
So let's say I'm going to choose some slightly smaller. As you can see, I have a rather large collection of cutters. Yeah, there we go. So if you just sort of look over, if you like, I don't know if you can see on the, and then just find the position that you want. Now, there's two ways you could cut through this. Okay, you can cut through. You can actually create a beveled edge with this. Maybe I shouldn't say it's on the DVD, but there's two different ways to which you can actually, when you cut through something, to get different kind of edging to it. So again, secrets on the DVD.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to cut this out. And what I tend to do is I actually tend to lift the clay away while it's still in the cutter, because I find that it doesn't distort the shape. So, okay, and then if I lift that off, okay, so what we've got now here is you've now got, in essence, you've got a pendant.
Wow.
Okay.
And it's taking shape straight away, isn't it?
That's it. And on the back of it, you'll see, of course, as well, that you've got that nice textured back to it. Okay. Now, so what I tend to do is just then, I've got a little bit of something there. I'm just going to get that off. Okay, what I tend to do then is I just very light take the finger around just to make sure the edges are smooth. Again, there are ways to finish this off as well, obviously. So now, this is a different technique to the DVD. Now this is where I bring in a very simple artist's medium, okay? And these are chalk pastels. Now you can pick up, you don't have to have fancy expensive ones at all. You can pick up a very sort of basic set from an art shop for £2, £3, £4, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, and that's all you need, okay? And all you need then is a soft brush, and you need a craft knife of some sort, which obviously is one thing I have. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape off some chalks onto my bit of paper here, okay? So just choose your colours. So trying to think if I pick something orange, maybe I'll put
it's got to be like pinks or oranges,
oranges,
isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe do a bit of both. Actually, I'll have to do a bit of both. What you want to do is scrape some of it off onto your
That's a really
paper.
nice colour.
Yeah, a bit of bright pink as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've just realised I'm not even listening to anything in my ear right now. I'm just, I'm just loving this.
And then I might have a bit of.
Ooh,
How we
wow.
go. Okay, so you can use your. I've just covered my hands with it now. You can use the brush. You can also use your finger. What I want to do is first of all try and highlight the top part of it. Now, wherever you put this down now, it will stick to the clay, so you can't change the colour once it's on.
Okay.
Okay. There is a brand of pastels that you can do that with, which will build in colour, but there is only one brand. So most of these, wherever you put it on, that's where it's going to stay. Okay.
Right.
So I'm just going to use my finger. I don't want too much on it. I just want to sort of dab the surface. Can you see how that's picking up the colours?
Love it.
Yeah. And your finger actually is just because you can feel what you can just feel the surface. You can feel what your finger is actually touching. So that's sort of quite a nice way to do it. Just going to make sure I blow off the excess there. And then I'm just going to bring in a little bit of green coming in down the bottom. So I want to bring that a little bit in there as well. I'm just going to move that out of the way so I don't blow pastels in your face. There we go. Okay, now what we want to do now is take your brush, because we kind of need to burnish it on a little bit now. So I've got a dry brush, and I'm just going to now just start to burnish it onto the clay. And you just keep going. It just kind of develops if you burnish it, it just develops a really nice kind of, I don't know, sort of finish to it. It just blends the colours a little bit more as well.
It's really coming alive, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you want to, then you can take your brush and just put a little bit of colour sort of around the base there.
This is wonderful.
And you just keep going. So I say keep your brush dry and keep going with it. I know it seems like, well, I've already brushed it on, but just keep going with it, because it just, when you burnish it, it just helps to sort of bring the colours, I don't know, just makes it sort of a sheen, I suppose, on it as well. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm sort of aiming to do. If I can just lift this up perhaps to show you. Okay, and so you work on it, and also you can do colour the edges as well.
Fabulous.
Okay, now what you would do then, and this will only work on uncured clay, because it will not stick to the surface of the clay once it's cured. So you do this all before. So once you've done that, then obviously you can then, you could, if you've got a sort of circle tool, you can make a little hole there. If you've got a drill, you can drill it afterwards.
Okay.
I would then cure this in the oven. Okay.
Okay.
You've got two options for finishing it then, a couple of options for finishing it. So with this one, as you can see, I used a gloss varnish on the top of it to help give it that kind of like ceramic-y, earthy kind of look. There is a brand of well, there's more than one actually. You can use a crackle like a varnish as well. And if you put that over first, let it dry and let the cracks form. If you then put a thin amount of thinned acrylic paint like a burnt umber over it, then it'll bring the crackles out and it kind of gives it more of a ceramic look. Yeah. Let that dry again and then put your gloss varnish over the top, and it will look very much like a ceramic pendant, which is what I did with this one. Only this one I coloured with alcohol inks. So I took white clay. It's a similar process. You make the pendant in exactly the same way. I used white clay in this case, and I actually used alcohol inks to colour the clay. And then put the crackle glaze over the top, and then put the varnish in that. So it's just another way of doing it. But as I say, you know, it's a beautiful technique. It's very, very, you know, it's lovely.
Totally. And in terms of obviously putting it into the oven, again, for those of us that don't know, I'm sure that will be on the DVDs in terms of temperature and time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all the temperatures and the way of doing it is on the clay. So it tells you the times for it. I would recommend getting an oven thermometer, because ovens do wildly vary in temperature. So you know, to make sure you clear it at the right temperature, it is really definitely worth that. And they're not expensive.
No. And once you've got them, you've got them.
Exactly. So yeah, but one thing you need to make sure, of course, with anything is that you put it on something. So if you put it on the tray, put it on a piece of paper or a piece of kitchen roll on the tile. If you put it on metal, you will end up with a shiny backing, and you don't want that.
Okay.
So yeah, so I would cure it, and then for half an hour in the oven, put your draw hole in it, and then and put your glaze over it, and you're ready to go.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Barbara. Hello. Barbara said, hi, great demos and beautiful designs. Could you use oil pastels to do this technique?
No, I wouldn't use oil pastels. I think it only really works with chalks. I haven't tried oil pastels on clay, so I don't know how they would work. Right. But no, I've only ever just used chalk pastels with them.
Stick with the chalks
then,
stick with
possibly.
Chalks, yeah. Okie dokes. Well, thank you very much. I tell you what, whilst we're here, should we do a couple of moulds? Why not? Whilst I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here. And let's do, because there's quite a lot going on here.
I'll move some of these that way.
Look at this. This is fabulous. I'll put your lid on as well, otherwise we'll be.
Yeah.
Will they dry out if you leave the lids off or not?
No,
No.
no, they
Okay,
don't. No.
fabulous.
Just keeps them clean stops. Obviously, you don't want to get any
Yeah.
lint or bits and pieces in it. So,
Fair enough.
no, I've
Fair
never known
enough.
it dry out.
All right, so we're going to do the mould, the alphabet mould, but actually, well, alphabet mould, but you get a little bit more because you get a little smiley face as well. So have a little look. These are fab. So obviously, as you can see, this is your mould ready done, ready made. And well, again, there's loads and loads and loads in there. So you've got all of the alphabet. You've also got numbers in there. You've got symbols in there as well. You've got your hashtags. You've got your dollar signs. You've got your little smiley face in there as well. So you could do like a hashtag Twitter post type thing on there, couldn't you? Out of your polymer clay. Lovely for necklaces. A lot of very modern jewellery at the moment.
Monograms.
It's huge,
absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah. And you could also, if you've got things like your Swarovskis, you know, you can, when you make the shape, you can push them in. You can bake them with them in place because it won't. Yeah, the temperature is so low. I've baked with like crystal and glass and stuff like that in. It won't ruin them, but obviously once you'd have to pop them out and glue it back in again because they won't stick on their own.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
you know,
you could the housing for the.
Yeah, you've got to have. Yeah,
the
but
imprint.
it gets the imprint there, so you know it's going to sit nicely in there. So yeah, you could make some lovely monogram, very very on trend jewellery. Add a bit of sparkle with some Swarovski or. Yeah, anything like that. All those little, I don't know.
Great for charms, just to have your initial on there. There's loads and loads of things you can do, but yeah, bang on trend. I mean, big, funky, fabulous. If I turn it round, you can see. So again, really easy, just obviously to fill that mould. Nice and easy to get out as well. Same sort of premise as to what you've just done, I presume.
Yeah.
And at £9.95, brilliant. I mean, you've got the whole shebang covered there, haven't you?
Good thing you could do if you want to get your children involved is making like nameplates for their doors and things as well.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, you could do that as well. Make a little sort of little plaque. And I've known people also make the plates to around your light switches. People decorate those as well.
Oh, that's
you can
cool.
personalise those.
Do you know what Phil would do with these?
What's that?
Cubes for his cider.
Very good.
Do you know what I mean? Put his name floating
so you can identify
inside.
us as mine, Phil. Yeah.
Just pick them out. What does this say? Phil's keep out.
Yeah.
Mike could have one for his Coca-Cola. That would work very well, wouldn't it? Yeah. Maybe get one for each. Do you know what I mean? Don't mix those up.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So £9.95 on those. Should we do the button ones as well? Because just while we're in there, I'm just going to stay here for the rest of the show. I'm not going to move. Right, so we've also got buttons. Now these, I thought this was a really funky idea. Because a lot of people do actually, not just obviously you think buttons, you think about your clothes, fine, but actually in terms of your jewellery as well, you might want to bring a bracelet together with a buttons necklace. But lots of different things on there.
If you're doing your sort of macrame or the wrap style bracelets, you can use buttons as obviously like a loop and a fastener that way as well. Actually, just making. I know I have a friend I met through Polymania, and I'm Valerie, and she makes polymer clay buttons, and they are a really great seller.
I'm sure.
Yeah, buttons are just hugely popular, you know, and because polymer clay, basically, once you've made them, you know, they will go for, I believe they'll go for the wash all right, and, you know, things like that, you know, so.
Okay. And it's actually nice to, even if you can buy like very, very simple, I went through a phase of doing this with sort of adornments and things, just buying very simple, very basic sort of, just a little cheap sort of white t-shirt, and then totally customising it yourself, whether you're sort of stitching in ribbons and the little clusters of buttons. You can add so much detail.
Well, my daughter likes to sew. She has a sewing machine. She likes making sort of bags and like makeup bags, and of course you can decorate those as well. When you make with your own buttons, you can make your coordinating colours. There's all
pencil
sorts.
cases, makeup bags.
Absolutely, there's all
Literally.
sorts you could do with that. And it'd be quite nice just thinking as well with the one at the bottom here. If you made one of those and you drilled the holes through, you've got like a stacker style. Put the cord on. Yeah, you can make a stacker style one because you can also with those if you want to. If you curve it, if you've got like a kitchen roll,
of course.
save your kitchen rolls, don't throw them away, because if you cut them in half, you've got a nice curved surface.
Oh, lovely.
So something like a bracelet, if you lay it over and cure it on that, you've got that nice curve then that you can then, you know, make into a bracelet. Yeah.
Perfect. And Deborah's saying you could easily use them as double drilled spacer type thing.
Absolutely. Yeah,
totally.
Brilliant.
Totally. And lowest price we've ever done on that, £6.95.
Very good.
Really nice. We like that. I'm just my brain's whizzing now. I'm just thinking of all the different things that you could use those for, but really funky. We've got lots of gemstone. We've got gemstone-shaped moulds coming up, some more silica pieces, and somewhat, sorry. Oh, we've got the bezels, obviously, later on. Did you say feathers, Phil? Oh, the feather-shaped moulds. Yes,
Ooh,
we've got
lovely.
those coming up as well. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's going in one ear and I said, I'm not listening I'm just literally sat here having a really lovely time tonight. Going to sort out my fingerprint a little bit later on as well. So yeah, we've got all of those coming up for you still. Shall we quickly just recap on the silicone? Let's bring these back over if we can. So you've seen the result very, very quickly on here. So I'll just pop those on top. That might be a little bit easier. If you've not got yours on your silicone and the, I love saying that. It sounds like the wrong word, silicone.
Silicone, no.
Silicone. I love it. Silicone. But you've got the 3 colours of your polymer clay in there as well. You've got the 2 yellows. You've also got the lighter, brighter, and then you've got the sort of the more golden mustard sort of tone, for want of a better word. And then right in the centre, that lovely sort of hot, it's almost like a hot chili pepper red, isn't it, that pomegranate? Very, very nice indeed. So you get those 3 in the set. You also get the silicone at the bottom, which you saw on that demo. If you didn't, have a look on YouTube later on. Rewind this hour because you'll need to, because step by step and just sort of going through, excuse me, and you can see just from that imprint, from using something as simple as perhaps a little flower, a little leaf, whatever you might choose to do, that actually was done very, very quickly. And if we show sort of your pretty much uncooked
uncooked version. And a cooked version.
So this is to create your own mould. So if you want to create that design, as you can see from that mould, that's going to be so fantastic. Candy, can you make thin pieces or will it snap when cured?
You can, yes. If you want to go very fine, then the Kato clay is probably the strongest if you want to go very thin. If it's properly cured, I mean, all polymer clay is slightly flexible when it's cured. If it's properly cured, I've not had any problem with things snapping.
Okay, fabulous. Well, lots to stick around for still. Keep your questions coming in. We're coming straight back with plenty more.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck.
You can watch us every day 8 AM till 10 PM on Sky, Virgin and Freesat, and every day from 8 AM till 1 PM on Freeview.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Well, so much going on tonight. It's literally flown so far. We didn't even realise it was 8 o'clock. We started to talk, started to think about that. We've got this kit. We have another kit at 9 o'clock. You know that? No. We've got the kit at 9 o'clock. We've got another kit coming up for you in this hour. We just got so confused there, and everyone's going, but it's this, that, but it's another one. We've got so much for you this evening. We didn't even realise it's 8 o'clock. It's today's must-have. Hasn't it flown?
It has.
It's literally gone so quickly.
Yeah.
I just feel like I've just been sitting with my friends just having a really lovely night. Amazing. And I have really. So let's do today's must-have. Brand new, never seen this before. When have you seen a purple tiger's eye? It looks amazing. It looks amazing. We've just been having a little look at this. Even the fly is getting interested. We've had the yellow, we've had the gold, the tiger's eye, the purple. I don't think I've ever seen a richer colour from Amethyst.
No,
from really high quality, whether it's your Brazilian, whether it's your African material. But look at this. This is taking the chatoyancy to a different level for what you've got here. I mean, it's an incredible piece. It's kind of what we call a pseudomorph of a gemstone. It's a compact quartz after, I won't go into technical details, but basically it's formed when quartz takes over and it dissolves something called crocodilite, which I love, and it leaves the quartz in very fine, fibrous, chatoyant form, if you like. So that's how you get this wonderful chatoyancy, this fabulous movement. One thing I will say, trust me on this, the cameras aren't picking up the chatoyancy. They are so fabulous. You really need to see them. You can see them on the recording, but because they're so lustrous, I think because the polish is so extraordinarily high, you can see the reflection, the little sort of white boxes on the gemstones. They're almost too well polished, if that makes sense. So the lustre is so fabulous. I think some of the lustre is actually hiding some of the chatoyance in there as well. That's because the strand is so high grade. It's the high grade of the gem is to its detriment in that respect, but you can see it when you get these at home. The chatoyancy, we'll have a little look. Just moving the gemstones, you know what to expect with chatoyancy in it. You can see it there, look. They are just fabulous, and I've not just picked out a couple there. They all have that chatoyancy. It's not banding. Well, it's not. It's the chatoyancy that you're seeing within the gem. If you think about a cat's eye, when it sort of almost seems to open and close. If you think of a cat's eye in the daytime, you've got that. At night time, cats have the most lovely big eyes, don't they? But in the daytime, they have that sort of very thin sort of slit down the centre of the eye. That's kind of the chatoyancy. They are just phenomenal. This colour is so exotic, it's so evocative, and there are still within here, you move the gemstones and you're seeing almost midnight purples within there. Then you get a flash of not even lilac, but a lighter, brighter hue. But with that chatoyancy, with that movement, the blacks, it's almost like you've got black, midnight blue, purple, monsoon blues, a whole myriad of different tones within that. I've never seen anything like this. Have you?
It's gorgeous. I love it.
They're just fantastic, and I'm a silver girl, but I don't know which way I would go. I don't know whether I'd want to be adding in lots of silver or lots of yellow gold to that, to be fair, but I guess I could try both. Yes. 38 centimetre strand, I guess we'd give that a little bit of a go, but brand new, never seen before, and obviously that oh my word. It's gorgeous, and for $8.95, what a brilliant strand that is. I would grab two, definitely I would grab two. Even if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure here, Ruth, I've not seen it before, I need to see it, have a little look, grab two because you can always return them. You won't. I seriously don't believe that this is going to be one of those strands that come back. If you've got friends and family that love amethyst, they will adore this strand, because as I said, I can't think that I've ever seen a strand, and I'm just going to bring, again, no detriment to amethyst. Amethyst is absolutely gorgeous, but even if you think of some of the shades and the grades of amethyst, it's on a different level, isn't it? You're literally on the, if you're on the podium, I mean, it's taking the first spot. It's right at the top of the podium. I mean, if you're in a tower, you're in the penthouse, aren't you, with that? It really is just utterly amazing. £8.95, and that movement from the chatoyancy, oh my gosh, you just need to see. You need to explore this strand for yourself. And other gemstones, what other gemstones would we put alongside the tiger's eye, I wonder? I mean, citrine's always a kind of a happy sort of choice.
About
I don't know if I just...
Peridot. That
Green to
green in
purple's
between,
nice,
yeah,
can't it?
yeah. Or,
but then I just think about gold. I just think about my metals with this. I just think about the golds, really.
Yeah. Have you got
really
some of those
rich,
little stardust sort of spaces in between? I think that would look lovely.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, really beautiful. They look absolutely lovely. I'm just saying actually, because we do have.
That's lovely.
Just adds that extra. Oh, that's lovely. That's amber, by the way. That's an amber strand. Wow. Lemon amber. Wow. I've just given the game away. I shouldn't have done that, but I got a bit overexcited. Had to pick it up. Lemon amber, brand new today. Lovely. And that's a lovely comment, because I think if I was to see that together, I'd think that was, if somebody said, okay, name the gemstones, I'd go, citrine and amethyst. Totally wrong. Totally different. But yet you've got these elements and these colours. So you've got your light lemon amber, and then you've got that wonderful purple of the tiger's eye. It's a fab opportunity. Loving that as well. So special. Very well done indeed on that one. Glorious. We like. Wonderful. Now, popular demand means I have to show you the tools again. Oh, what did I lose there? Oh, there we go. I have to show you the tools again, because we had these earlier on. We ripped them open when we got involved. And you get all of these. These have been such a big seller. We've just decided to bring them back very quickly. That fly is massive. Oh, there's two. They're breeding.
Yes.
They're breeding. Mr. and Mrs. Right. Have a little look. We need to go and get my cat. She's sorting that. Right, we have 4. Now there's less than, literally I'm down to double figures of these now. We started off with a lot of these. Look at these. Now look at the different texturization you're seeing on here. Very easy to change the wheel. You've got some really organic designs. You've got those lovely sort of cylindrical sort of, what's my word? What am I trying to sound there? Bubbles, nodules? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Little drops, I suppose, aren't they?
Yeah.
Then you've got some really detailed, sort of almost Aztec type design. Just to change them, and obviously just to run that, literally, when your polymer clay is conditioned, you literally run it onto your polymer clay and it's going to leave that imprint. To change them, it's really difficult. It's very hard, very time consuming. Done. really easy to do that. But they again, and it feels lovely still very tactile process to be able to do that. But they are fun. And you don't obviously just have to use one-for-one design. You can still mix and match the designs, but you can frame pieces, you can cut across, lots you can do on those. Hello Shanaz, James Studio, please tell me how many beads on the strand. Oh, was that for the tiger's eye? Sorry, my lovely, 49. There are 49 on that strand approximately. So yeah, sorry about that. That was my fault, wasn't it? I was just so in my strand. But it's approximately 49. Thank you for that. They are lovely. Yes, we've got double figures of these remaining, so you do get all of those. They come in 2 packs. You've got 1 pack of 4, and you've got another pack of 4 with your tool, with your instrument. Oh, excuse me, that was a sneasel. Sorry, the price is so good not to be sneezed at. It's £6.95. I wasn't quite sure where to go with that, whether it was a quick cut. If I cut my microphone, normally my sneeze disappears. Yep. And there's nothing. Did you not even hear it? It was a very ladylike one for me, because my sneezes are huge. But if they get stuck, they burn, don't they, if you get a sneeze stuck? Oh, it's not good. Hay fever today. I don't know. Right, okay, I've got to go back over. Normally I would sit here now for you in the 8 o'clock hour, wouldn't I? No, not today. Why? Because we've got another kit.
Yay!
It's all going on today, right? Come over with here. Look at, right, okay. You're about to see a little bit of jewellery.
Just a small amount.
Just a smidge, just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Lots and lots and lots. Can you see why I was spoilt for choice in terms of what to wear today? Might have a change. It's like a polymer clay party tonight, isn't it? And we're all invited. And guess what the kit's called? Polymer clay party. There we go. So your polymer clay party, and it really is really very exciting again here. So you've probably got the kit from earlier on. We've got another kit coming up for you in our 9 o'clock hour. I bet when you got details and we were talking about this show, you were thinking, oh, okay, so it's going to be a busy one.
Yeah. I love it though. I love it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Something you love. It's not even working, is it? Look at these designs. I'm going to ask about buying a couple of these pieces at the end of the show because I seriously love them that much. They are just absolutely fantastic. Pendants, earrings, and what I'm going to say instantly, I just love the texture that you're seeing on these are just fantastic. The earrings as well, the matching earrings. I mean, launching myself. I love those drops as well.
I know,
The little sort of leaf-like drops that you're seeing here.
Yeah, you just want to sort of kind of play with them, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with these ones. I just love the feel of them. And the pendants that you've done, obviously you've not just got the polymer, you've gone over those, and we'll sort of talk about those. I mean, I can't sit down. There are just these are amazing. These are amazing. Towering over the jewellery. Our polymer clay party. And well, let's tell you what you've got. Where do we start? My goodness me. Well, let's have a little look. You've got findings in here as well. So you've got your polymer clay, you've got your mould, you've got your acrylic paint, and you've got bezels in here as well. This is like a dream kit, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with the kits today. With the projects that you've seen the jewellery I've made, there's everything you need. You know, obviously you have the basic toolkits at home, but there's a complete, set projects there. And that's what I love about these kits. So you can actually go home and you can make them with kit.
Yeah, you can get started straight away. So in detail, let's have a little look in terms of what you've got. You've got 2 pairs of your silver-plated copper shepherd's hooks. Shall I tilt that up a little bit?
Want me to hold that?
Thank you, darling. There we go, just so we can see, because you've got so many different elements all in here, not just your polymer clay, but there it all is. You've got 2 of the silver-plated toggle clasps. You've got 4 of the ball head pins, 5 of the copper crimp beads, or the tubes rather, 5 of the open jump rings. Then in terms of the mould, you've got what we call the flower and leaf design on the mould. Now this is lovely, because these are really, really decadent. I'm just going to hold that up, so you can have a little look at it. Just the feel of the mould is fabulous. So look at this. These are gorgeous. So you've got your flower and your leaf design in there, and it really does give you sort of lots of sort of different looks, lots of different textures, little sort of different sizes in there. But so beautiful. And you can see already how they've transferred onto the jewellery absolutely perfectly. Those earrings, I think, are a fabulous example. The leaf that you've got right in the top corner of the mould, that's what Zoe's used for that. And then of course that one. Was that one?
Yeah,
I think?
that's the one that the one that you like. Is
more of the little the floral one. But I mean, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different imprints to work with there. 9 different designs. It's a brand new mould as well. It feels amazing. I love it. I could just, so that's the mould. Then you've got your silver findings. You've then, of course, got your polymer clay. If we turn these up, these are lovely colours. Really nice, and they will work very nicely with the sort of the yellows that we had and that sort of pomegranate a little bit earlier on.
Well, that's it, because you can mix the colours and you can create your own. So
they are so lovely. So you've got your periwinkle as we move across. Your periwinkle is your first one. Then you've got the wisteria, which is a lovely sort of. Would you go sort of from the periwinkle's like sort of a blue? You've got more of your purpley colour in the wisteria. Wisteria, that's what I was thinking of. I think earlier on. And then last but not least, you've got the blush, which I love because it's pink. Anything pink, I love. And then you get your paints. You've got your 2 of the metallic. Let's turn those around again. Well, not metallic on these actually. You've got 2 of your paints on there. That's the matte. That's your mulberry bush at one end. And if I bring that one around, it's probably a little bit easier. Turn that around. There we go. You've got that. I like the sound of that one. That's your vodka martini. We can work with that, can't we? That's your metallic. So that's your polymer clay, your findings, your silica mould, your 2 paints, and then you have all of your bezels. You've got your earring findings. You've got 3 of your earring findings.
I love those.
They are so lovely. So lovely. And then what we will do after this kit, so I say this is like the evening that keeps on giving, we've then got the chance for you to take home the pendants as well. So we'll do those in a sec, because they are separate, the pendant findings. So I'll just move those to the side. a little bit, but you want them all. You will. You will want them all. Simple as that. So this is really, really cute. So you've got the 3 blocks of the polymer clay. You've got the 2 paints. You've got the 3 bezels for the earrings. You've got all of the silver finds. You've got your mould in there as well. £43.60. How does that sound?
That's pretty good, I think.
Not your price though, is it?
Price, no. I thought it might be the case.
No, you know how we work really now, don't you?
Yes.
We can't pull any wool over your eyes.
No.
We're going to take it down actually for you today for all of those. And don't forget, obviously, your moulds, that's going to be with you to use time and time again for $34.95.
Yeah, very good.
It's a lovely kit. It is a lovely kit. And again, this is why I want to really welcome you into the party of polymer clay, into the world of polymer clay tonight, because this is an opportunity to have. I didn't mention the chain link, by the way. I was just thinking there's something I haven't mentioned. You've got your jump rings on there, but you do have your length of chain in there as well. Just adding all of that in, so that's absolutely fantastic. And Sally, evening all, can you please tell me if polymer clay items make a sound when they collide? Thinking wind chimes in mobiles?
No, don't. No, they won't make it, no, definitely not.
Oh, we built that up then, didn't we?
Yeah.
Do they make a sound? No.
What you could do though is, you could hang things from them that would jingle. Yeah, you could do it that way. So you could have your main different focuses for a mobile and then have a little something on the end of it. Because polymer clay is so easy to drill through, you can easily attach, sort of charms, chains, anything like that.
Create tubular designs, or sort of floral, like tulip sort of designs, and have sort of the bell sort of to sort of tinkle within that.
Yeah, definitely.
I used to love wind chimes. I don't know where mine are. My dad wasn't so keen. Bless him. So there we go. But good question. Really,
very good.
And it's so nice to get those sort of questions, because we can. You feel that everybody's really started coming on board, and everybody's actually really sort of thinking outside the box.
Might use it, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really great question. Really great question. So all of that coming to you for £34.95, and again you've got your 3 packs of clay, which again they do go a long way, don't they?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Because I still had, when I made all this, I used all the blue up, but I still had quite a lot of the wisteria and the blush left.
And you've made so much.
Yeah.
So
even
the
big collar statement,
wow.
it will go a long way.
And everything that you're seeing there jewellery-wise is using everything that we've just shown to you from this kit, plus the pendant and all of the pendant bezel sort of what's my words? Bezels pendants that are coming up in the next kit. I'm glad. That's why I'm staying here tonight. A question. Hi all, Zoe, your designs are gorgeous. Easy to follow demos too. It's nice. Quick question, Ari, the chalk pastels. Are the ones for use on hair okay to use on clay?
Right, I haven't used them myself, but I do know there are people that do use them. So I believe, yes, you can. Yeah.
It's always worth a try though, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, if it's got the similar texture to when you scrape it like a chalk pastel, I don't see why not. Give it a go. If you do it on a small, I would say, with anything, if you've made a big piece, don't put it on that. Try it on a tester piece first. So have a little bit, just see if it takes to the surface, and if it does, then go. But I have a feeling that there is an artist that does use chalk those sorts of pastels. So give it a try.
Fabulous. And a message from Sally. Thanks, copper pipe. It is then. Will be nice to hang pipes from clay fish.
That's a good idea, yeah.
That is a nice idea.
Lovely, yeah.
Oh, you have to send us a photograph. You have to send us a photo.
That'd be lovely. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we do anything with the kit, before we explore, let's bring in the bezels. It's a very simple word, bezel. I'm just trying to explain them in a little bit more detail with the pendant, bezel setting, pendant thing. Yeah. But you will want them. These go together. Yeah. These are like sisters, brother and sister. You need to have them. You can see why, because you're going to be able to create amazing pieces like that. So you're getting 3 of the smaller bezels, and then you are getting 5 of the larger bezels. So you've got the silver colour patterned rectangular bezel, which is 25 by 35 for the larger ones. If I tip that up, that's a really nice size.
Lovely. Yeah, I thought they were great with the longer sort of 30-inch chains. You could get it would work with the length of it as well, and you could create something really quite nice with that.
And I can't remember who it was, but we must be talking 6 or so years ago. And that's what I remember one of the, because these work with resin, don't they, as well?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Because I've still got an oval one with resin that one of the guest designers made for me years and years and years ago.
And you can put your cerulean in it as well.
Yeah, and again, fill them with so many different things. And then you've got the 3 smaller ones. Now, they've just got a lovely polish on them.
Yes.
So you've not got the texturization on there, but you've got that lovely, nice big, if I just hold that at the right angle, you can see the polish. And there you've got the nice big bezel there. And they're 15 by 20 millimetres, so very different sizes. You can see them sort of side by side, but
They go beautifully with the earrings as
Yeah,
well.
they do, don't they?
Yeah.
Perfect match. And you can see, I mean, we've got an amazing price on those. And you can see towards the end, Zoe's created a couple of pendants and earring sets with mixing
those.
up the two kits.
Yeah.
So the bezel that you can see for the pendant, that is so lovely. Again, I don't even think that does it justice when you're seeing it like that. There's so much going on in there, so many different sort of elements, beautiful. And then you've got sort of the drop earrings as well. They are so nice, they're so nice.
But all these techniques, oh, that's good. That's very good. But all these techniques are demonstrated on the DVD.
Watch this though.
Oh, it's going down.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Are these brand new?
Fabulous.
Brand new. Bargain price today.
Oh wow, there you go.
How cool is
So
that?
That's brilliant.
Well, we had to. You've got part one of the kit. We gave it all to Zoe. Isn't that crazy? Mike's like, we gave it all to Zoe, and just it would be cruel, quite frankly, to show you all of this and to give you half and then say, oh, but they're really expensive. It would have just been cool. That is amazing. 8 of those bezels for £9.95.
If you think I did 2 of the big ones, still had 3 left. I still had stacks more clay yet. There's so much more you could do. I could have made more.
They're just, I'm going to hold one of these up actually so you can see this onto my neckline. You can have a little bit of a peek to this. And you see, you've put that on a longer chain. I love my longer chains. A little bit addicted. But I'll hold that up a little bit higher. You can see there. Wonderful, wonderful designs. And you do kind of need to wear them. You need to see them. I mean, that. So you've got the leaves there from the mould, and you've got sort of the floral.
Flowers,
oh, hello. You've got the danger. You've got the little, the sort of the floral design in the centre on that one as well.
If you think about the circular one, if I can compare the two, I'm just thinking if I can show you about the use of the paint as well. I could have the circular one there. So obviously that one they created it myself, but I just want to show you the difference in use of paint because
that's gorgeous.
You can see on here we've used the silver paint to bring out the details. So
you've got that metallic sort of finish on there as well.
Yeah, and then here also you see because it's a nice deep colour, you can use that lovely what colour do they call it? Mulberry or something.
Periwinkle wisteria. That's
the paint.
Oh, sorry, beg your pardon. Yeah, that's the mulberry brush.
Again, because it unites all the colours together.
So you wouldn't know that you wouldn't know that was on there. Because you see all the different colours from the polymer clay and you think you're kind of done and you're finished.
That's it.
But just adding on that extra...
you need the paint to bring out the details, highlight the details. So that's sort of why we've got it together in a kit.
So nice.
But you know, you can get metallic finish. And actually, although I've used one paint on that one and one on this one, you can do both. So you can then, you know, have it, you know, the combination of the two.
So you can almost sort of highlight the central pinks with the mulberry brush and then go around with the metallics on the edge to bring out the silver of the bezel. Over half the stock's gone. Simple as that.
Simple as that. So much fun with this, honestly.
These are so, I think we're all finding another new hobby. If we're not already addicted to polymer clay.
Oh, you will be.
We're just and I love it because it's, I mean, what does that work out? £1.25 per bezel. Yeah. That's a really cracking deal. Yeah. So lovely. I would be tempted to get 2 of those. Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Definitely.
They're lovely bezels actually. I was really pleased when I got those.
Well, let's have a little look and see how you work with them. Let's have a little peek. Let me take these off for you. Now, actually, just having a little look. Did we? I don't know. We prepared a demo for this one, did we?
No, because we've got another one later. So I think because this very much closely links to the DVD, I think we were.
Let me just pop that around.
We decided to link.
I'm just wondering if there is. I'm just wondering if there is anything that we could quickly show. Let me just pop that one back. There, because we've got basically we've got so many sort of different kits. I don't know. Could we show? We haven't got any. We haven't got any of that conditioned, have we?
No, I've got this.
Could we? Could we use any of that in the mould just to see it coming out, so we can see some of the?
Yeah, no problem. Okay. I mean, I love it. I was a bit taken with the leaves on here. I love.
They're so. Well, you can see the leaves on here.
Yeah. It's really. I mean, it's very easy to. It's very easy to do. I mean, obviously this clay is not the cleanest of clay. I'm afraid it's slightly contaminated. Yeah, I just need to grab with this mould I found the flexible blades. You know, you was on the show earlier, you had the, one of the shows earlier, you had the different types of blades, which again are absolute staples, I have them. You get a rigid blade and a flexible blade, and this one's thinner, and I found this one particularly good to use with this mould. Okay. So what you do basically is you want to push it right in. Okay, and then...
I suppose with such an intricate mould, you just need to spend a little bit more time to make sure you've got it...
Absolutely, so just make sure it's all pushed right in there. And then I'm just going to take the excess off the top. As I say, this one works quite... Because Because the type of silicone is a little softer on this one, because it's a very fine mould and there's lots of detail, so it's slightly softer, which is why I think being have a slightly bendier blade works quite well in taking the
and if you want one of these blades, if you want one of the blades, the details are actually just running at the bottom of your screen there. So you want to add those. Definitely. They're essential, aren't they?
It is an essential, yeah. So, and all I'm doing now is I'm just texturing the back. So if you want to be able to use these, you see, as they are, and then pop it out, and then look, you have.
Oh wow.
I love that's got
so
to be my
lovely,
favourite one on that. They're all lovely, but I do love my leaves. But you know, you say if you paint your different colours, you know, and think about your colour wheels, you could try and mix the different colours of clay together. Again, I cover that on the making the colours on the first DVD.
Okay.
You know, you could create a whole myriad of different shades of one particular colour, or you know, from one to the other, and just have the one shape, and create like a statement piece. Or you can have different ones dangling down, like I did on the blue one there. So if you have different colours of the clay dangling down, again, you know, the possibilities with it are absolutely endless. I just wanted to show you different ways to use it. So you've got the delicate again, through to something a bit more statement piece, if that's your thing.
And then you've got obviously fabulous necklace to work with that.
Well, the other thing I want to say, I don't know if we can have a look at the big one I talked about before as well, about how you could bring in gemstones with it. You know, the big collar, yeah.
Here we go. Have a little.
Oh,
hello, Sam.
Surprise! She's hiding now.
Thank you. That was no one will notice. No one's seen you.
We haven't seen you at all.
Oh, I love that. Oh, it's going to be one of my favourite moments of the show tonight. What else have you got down there? Who else is down? Hello, Bradley. Bradley Cooper, George Clooney. They're all down here.
Oh. At least she's coming with goodies, that's good.
She is coming with goodies.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll just... Bless you. Right, let's have a little look at the... I can't... We're just carrying on meanwhile.
Right, well, I'll just move that just
having a sandwich now.
Okay.
Let's move that one out of the way. There we go.
Now, I just wanted to mention, obviously, with these, okay, now, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm just become a gemstone addict now. I have got so many different types of gemstones. But there's some lovely, you can get some lovely kind of like drop shapes. So it's very easy to make your own templates to actually to work with the, you know, to create your own kind of like collar necklace. But one of the lovely things you can do is if you get, I'm trying to get that in shot, yeah. It's just a pin vise or a sort of a mic hand drill, basically. It's very, very easy when clay is cured to actually drill your holes in. So if you can imagine, I won't obviously do it on this piece, but you could put holes at regularly spaced intervals along here, and you could actually then create a wrapped loop with your gemstones, and you can actually then start to bring in some of your favourite gemstones that coordinate in. You can imagine if you then had it at the neckline, you know, put it up to the neckline, and then you had all those gemstones hanging down.
Gorgeous, bits of chandelier type drop.
I mean, or as I say, with the case of when you've made your own, like the circle pendant, whatever shape you decide, again, you could then just have a lovely drop coming from the bottom of that as well. So you can combine your lovely gemstones with polymer clay. It will work.
Yeah, and cuffs we spoke about earlier on.
Cuffs as well. Very easy to make. Like, you know, if you have a trying not to say a brand name here, a soda can or pop I call it. Come up north, pop can.
Can of pop.
Can of pop. Yeah, you can actually use that as a mould for your so you can actually put the clay around that, leave us a little bit of a gap, and then because it's baked on metal, you'll have that shiny surface. So what you do is take it off again and then back it. And that's where once you've got your basic, what I would do then is create the frame around the can, take it off. And then I would then attach another layer of raw clay, and then you could then start to put the moulds, and you can add that all around. Maybe that could be part 2 DVD.
Hey, you never know how to use your pop can.
There you go. But yeah, so again, there's so many other possibilities. So this is just to give you a flavour and get you started, really.
Brilliant. And then your blades, obviously, we have the details at the bottom of the screen.
Must have.
Let me show them to you because we've got them here.
Yeah.
We may as well, because I'm quite surprised you've allowed me to hold a blade with my recent history. Slicing things
covered,
off.
it's in a box, it's okay.
It's all good. Right, here we go. I'd have probably been safer with this. Only 15 of these left though, so do get them really quickly. If I do it that way, sorry, Dom. then you can see. So these are now in terms of how that works, very easy. You've got your sort of
handles,
safety handles, if you like, either side, and they literally just clip on to the blades. You've got 6 blades, have you in there? 4 blades, 6 pieces.
6 pieces. Yeah, there's the 2
6,
and then 4 blades. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got your 4 blades and your 2 ends, but you've got like sort of what I always describe as sort of the corrugated.
Yeah, ripple blades.
Is that what they're called? Yeah. Corrugated. See, I've gone all industrial.
Yep,
and then you've got your obviously the flatter blades that you've just seen Zoe working with as well. But definitely get those.
Yep.
You've obviously come into the world of polymer clays. It's all very exciting. Got lots of kits for you today, and you wanted to get started. Definitely need these, don't you?
Really good thing to do with the ripple blades as well is you can create a lovely cane very easily. If you layer stacks of colours and then you push in your ball stylus tools, I think we have them on earlier and we've actually got some later on, and push them into it, and then that we can then do is sort of slice into it with the ripple blade, and you end up with a lovely pattern, which again you could use to then make a pendant. Lots you can do there.
Looks great when you do that as well.
It does.
We've seen that. I think we've probably seen that a few times, and it works absolutely brilliantly. So,
but the rigid blade and the flexible blade, as I say, I've got them. These are the flexible, and that's really good. Also, when you want to cut, you can customise when you're cutting shapes because it will bend. You can customise and make your own shapes with the flexible blade as well, and it's quite thin, so it's quite a good one as well. And obviously with rigid blade, when you want to cut shapes out, and you don't want that flexibility. As I say, they are my must-have, and when I do my own workshops, I have these for everyone, and these are, they're essential. They are essential.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of you will have them, but if you don't have them, then this is your chance. You've only got those 9 at the moment. We've also got your roller, which obviously we've used earlier on.
This is the same one, I believe. I've had this years and years. Yes, I won't fight.
Won't have a fight tonight.
Won't have a fight, no.
But again, obviously we used it earlier on, or used it earlier on to roll out your polymer clay.
Yeah, as I say, it's a good one. The thing is, it rolls, it helps, it doesn't stick to the clay, so you can roll it out. I use it also to like smooth clay, so like when you're, I think Donna was showing earlier on how she cut some circles out and kind of like burnish it together. I've also used it where you put your paper over the top and use it as a good tool for burnishing. There's, there's all sorts you could do with it, but to get the clay into the pass machine, clay roller, you have to use this first to actually get it thin enough to go through the rollers, otherwise you'll break your machine. So it's all part of the conditioning process. As I say, I use it for all sorts, but it's again a must-have. I won't go anywhere without mine.
It's always the sort of the foundation, the beginning process. Your prep is as essential as when you're actually creating your pieces. If you skimp on your prep, the end result you're not going to have.
But I say on my introduction to the polymer clay, this is one of the things I have as my essential tools. So it's definitely worth buying. You will use it a lot.
So add it to your order. £11.95 on those.
And this one lasts long. I've had this a long time.
I'm sure. Yeah, and once you've got them, you've got them. If you invest in your good tools now, I would say buy cheap, buy twice, but it does that phrase doesn't work here.
I do think it's worth.
But I do
think it's worth getting that. Definitely.
Fabulous. Right, let's do some more moulds, shall we? Do you mind if I stay here for a while?
Not at all.
That's all right. Okay, if I can reach over now. Yeah, let's start with these. Now, I've got plastic mould here for you. Obviously, we've had various different types already, but we've got the butterfly and the flat. Do you want your chair back, by the way?
No,
I just realised you're hovering and I'm just hogging the chair.
I look taller than you for a change.
Works for me. £2.95. Now, these are really cute. I like these. They're not, obviously, we've had very, very detailed moulds so far, really intricate designs. These are almost like your basic shapes, but then that also gives you a different way of working, because that gives you a very, basic shape, a very plain shape for you to then add on surely whatever you want to.
Yeah, I mean they would make lovely pendants as well, and if you want to get your children involved, it's an easier one for them because it's a simpler shape. It's an easier one for them to start off by using as well, rather because obviously some of them are quite intricate. So yeah, you could easily do that, and they could then decorate it with some of the tools and things we've got in the kits. Add some of the paint to it. Yeah. There's a lot you could do with that. Definitely, I like the butterfly one particularly as well.
I do like the flower as well.
Yes.
Do like that. And actually, although I do like, we like them all. So £2.95, and that's a plastic mould. So is that still going to be as easy to use as the?
Yeah, what you can do, it's one of the things I have as well with this sort of thing. If you need a bit of a release, then you can just spray a little bit of water onto it,
Okay.
and then you just let the clay dry. Or I tend to
So
just
spray that in beforehand?
spray that in, and then it will release the clay. And I tend to just dab off the clay with a little bit of paper towel and make sure it's thoroughly dry then before I continue to use it. But yeah, so you can use a bit of water, or some people use talcum, like a bit of cornstarch or corn flour, talcum powder, just as a release.
Right.
But I prefer to use water.
Okay, nice and easy, nice and easy. Maxine, hello Maxine. James Studio, how do you add the safety handles onto the blades? Good question.
They do clip on.
Yeah,
you have to kind of take them up. I think you pull them apart. Those two bits come.
They
come apart. These
there.
2 bits, yeah, they sort of come apart, and you then clip them inside.
Can you see? Can you see there's a line running down the blade? They literally kind of open up. There is a just a slightly larger gap. I don't know if you can quite see, but just running down the bottom there's a slightly larger gap. So they do just clip in, don't they? They're really, really easy.
There's holes in the blades, aren't there?
Yeah, there is, to line up.
Yeah, to line it all up.
So you've got the hole in the blade at the bottom.
Yeah.
You can see the hole in there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are really simple.
I think it just pulls apart.
Yeah. I remember I did those actually. We had those on, and I new to me, so you probably know more than I do in that respect. So they are very, very easy on those. But good question. Right, number 9. Oh, let's do some stars and hearts. Now we're back to the sort of the silica feel here, aren't we? Oh, that off. There we go. Just look. Do you know my favourite one in here straight away is the double hearts?
Yeah.
You know the coin necklaces. There's some really popular double coin necklaces out at the moment, and I've loved them for ages, but never had the chance to get one. I'd love to make my own, but I'd do it with hearts.
Yeah, absolutely. And you think if you then just sort of drill the holes in, nice bit of cord, got a lovely.
So nice, so lovely, and obviously stars.
Yeah,
always
stars
popular.
Are very popular. Yeah.
Always. And then you've got your classic single heart on there as well. I don't think we've seen these since last summer, so we waited a long time for them. Seems like a good day to do them, really, doesn't it? On the hottest day of goodness knows since when. Yeah. We'll take them right down for you on price. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different moulds all in one there. So you've got your 3 stars, and you've got your 3 hearts essentially. We could say 6 if we wanted to. For £95. Nice depth to that. They just feel so lovely, don't they?
Again, as well, is you can again use them with resin because they're quite deep. If you wanted to use them for resin as well, I think they would work well too.
Beautiful, and you can layer up the different. You can make lots of sort of one design and then sort of get everything out and
then put them together.
Yeah. So it's kind of like building your own stash almost, isn't it? As you collect your different gemstones, you suddenly want a stash of amethyst or a stash of citrine. Actually, you might choose to have a day of making sort of gold stars. You might have a day of making hearts. So then you might have another day where you sit down and suddenly look at everything that you've made, and you can start to sort of pick everything up and create it.
I think with the stars, because they're graduated in size, you could certainly have like a big one in the middle and the smaller ones going around as a necklace. But I think it would also look very nice as like a sort of a long, the longer style.
It's like what we were saying about the hearts earlier on, dropping
that's
down.
It. So if you had the bigger one and then the next smallest one, like a trio, I think hanging down they would be lovely.
Gosh, you can make a lovely brooch with the big one and then have like a shooting star. You get the tail of the stars sort of coming off as well.
That's a good idea. Yeah. So there's lots of possibilities with that, definitely.
They're all so exciting. I don't know how you choose. I will be completely honest with you tonight. I honestly don't know how you're going to choose which ones to have, because I would just be at home right now going, that one, I want that one, I'll have that one. And you can get them home, have a look in your 30-day money-back guarantee and see which one's really cool to you when you get them home. I defy anybody to actually think, oh no, not today, no, send that one back, not having that today, because they are all so lovely and they're all so different. We've got some gemstone-shaped ones as well, actually. Should we grab those? Yeah, that's exactly where I've gone into, Phil. You and I. Now, these are amazing. Now, this for all of us, I think, is really super exciting. For all of us that love our gemstones and that obviously love the polymer clay as well, let's merge it all together. I love these. These are so cool. I love them. Faceted pear shape. You've got 7x7 and 1.5 centimetre. So basically almost like a sort of mirror image, but the reverse, if that makes sense. And you've got the little space in there, so that actually gives you the space for your drill hole. Yeah. Love them, love them, love them. And they're both the same, so you've got the bottom and the top drill hole in there as well.
I used something similar on it was an Egyptian theme one, and I used those as well with polymer clay. The nice thing as well is because they kind of got that faceting effect. When you've actually cured them, you can then take your paints, your different paints again, and you can highlight almost like the facets, if you like, of it by using the paint and take it along the edges, and it just really highlights that as well.
They are gorgeous, but watch this because they're coming in at £4.95. What did I say? Did I say four?
Yeah,
£14.95.
yes.
Sorry, £14.95. We're doing £7.95 on these. £7.95, and you're getting. I mean, the gemstone, like you say, the detail is in the facets there.
Yeah.
I mean, to cut a gemstone, to cut and facet a gemstone, takes a huge amount of time, as we know, and it's all to do with how the precision. If I turn them around, you see them through the back of the mould. The precision of the faceting that you've got, the angle. If you're looking at the line on every single facet, that's got to be razor sharp, and I don't mean out sharp. I just mean in terms of it's cutting and it's the sort of technicalities of doing that on a gemstone. You've got to do it pretty much like for like on the mould, because you want that fine edge, you want that fine finish. You don't want slightly groggy edges. You don't want them to be slightly blurred on that one's okay, but there's one there on the side that's not quite right. You want that finish. If you are creating those gemstones,
Definitely.
it's got to look like a gem. It's got to look like it's been cut and faceted like a gemstone. But really excited to get going with the metallic paints on that.
Yeah. I mean, you can also, as well, with polymer clay, you can mix some very fine glitter in. So you could have the sort of the sparkly bit within it, and then highlight the facets using. If you we've got lovely sponge daubers coming up in the next kit. Perfect for this.
Nice,
really good. And you could just highlight the edges of it, so you could have it glittery, highlight the edges of it, and then of course you could hang those on, like, you know, the collars. You could have that as another accent on the collars, or you know, or just had a few on a chain.
And the graduation, obviously, you could start with obviously your larger gemstone in the centre, and gradually peel away, particularly as you said on that collar. Phenomenal drop earrings, so much on those. They're selling very, very well. Not surprisingly, we like those. Now let's do. These are amazing as well. This is why I say I don't know how you choose tonight, because it's just it's a minefield of beautiful. Love these. Now this is kind of they're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
A slight twist, literally a twist on the Marquee shape, because you've got the perfect sort of Marquee on the larger, and then look at that twist actually gets slightly more so you've just got a gentle twist at the top and the bottom, then even more so it's almost bordering on a leaf design, but again you've got that gemstone feel because of the faceting. There's surely loads you can do with that as well.
Definitely
linking all of those together.
Yeah.
And again, you've got the space for the drill holes, which makes life even easier. And could you actually put two of those together? Could you sandwich them together? Would that work?
I would think
obviously
so.
You'd have to get the drill holes.
Yeah, you would. I mean, obviously where it's not twisted, you wouldn't be able to do the twisted ones, I don't think, would you?
Just wondering if you turn them, no, would they?
But I'm not sure, you'd have to experiment and see, but certainly with the ones that are, I mean, these are sort of a bit straighter, aren't they, that one there?
Yeah, the Marquee sort of shape
one, you definitely could do that.
Or even if you made sort of two, if you made two from the same mould from that one, you could literally just maybe back to back.
Yeah.
But just throwing it in there. But £7.95 on your rubber mould, 8 by 8 by 1.2 centimetres. Again, great choice of sizes, and loads and loads that you can do with these. You can make the most opulent necklace, layers and layers and layers,
absolutely.
Sort of all falling down, a real sort of big statement piece, big collar necklace.
Waterfall
necklace.
Yeah,
gorgeous. Phone lines or on the web, whichever is easiest for you tonight. Obviously, we've had a jam-packed show this evening. I've never seen so much stuff going on in one show, quite frankly. It's lovely. I love it. Bringing it down a little bit more classic. Let's go for the rounds. We'll get through as many of these as we can for you. Now, surely these are going to sparkle like I don't know what, because the faceting, it's like we've really gone to town on the faceting. They are lovely.
Yeah.
Really like those. Actually, I love the fact that you've actually obviously got the 5 different sizes of these. I love the little dinky ones, the little small ones. They're so cute. Yeah. Again, great for embellishment as well, aren't they?
Well, I was just thinking as well, if you're using them with cerulean, just thinking, because they've got the little holes in there, you could sew them in, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Anything like that, that kind of mixed media kind of approach.
Totally.
And
again, highlight the individual facets with the different...
with your paints and things.
Paints, and then, lots.
Yeah.
So beautiful. It's £1,095. You've got such great deals on all of these tonight. You really have. They are, again, I would just take the ones that you kind of instantly, when you see them and you just go, oh, that's your signal.
Yeah.
You can never overthink it. It's always got to be an instinctive thing, I think. When you see something and it kind of just takes your breath away, your heart beats a little bit, you skip a beat, you go, oh, it's never a sort of a brain decision. It's always a heart decision, I would say. So you know it's right. And how many times you do things or you look back and go, I knew I should have done that, or I knew that was the wrong decision. Your instincts tell you. They will let you know which ones of these to have. It's probably all of them, but that's fine. And that's why we're taking them to the low prices that we possibly can for you on every single one of these. Still got another kit to do the next hour, don't forget. So, and again, you will look at all of these and start to think, oh yeah, could work with this, could work with that. So yeah, they're all absolutely fantastic. So there we go. They are our rounds. We can't do the rounds without doing the squares. Is that number 8? Yes, it is. Well, we say squares, but now, yeah, well, even more so, have a little look at these, because you've got the square. Well, you have got the squares, but you've kind of got more of what we'd call sort of almost an octagon or an emerald cut
That's lovely.
in the centre. But what I love on that as well, a normal square, if you're getting the facets, you'd expect it to be a step facet, so it would follow the line of the square. But in actual fact, that's borderline. It looks a little bit more like a princess sort of cut if you were to go there in gemstone world. Or actually, if you look at the sort of the emerald octagon shape, that's giving you the look of what you'd expect to find on a really high grade radiant cut gemstone. I say that because if I turn it that way, it's almost like he's wearing a girdle, is the easiest way to describe it. Like it's pulling in the centre of what would be the gemstone. You can see there's kind of a kiss running through. They are really lovely. You're getting a lot for your money on those. How nice is that?
Yeah.
£7.95. Imagine doing that and creating like a necklace that looked like emeralds.
Yeah, I know, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Very, very lovely. Lynn, hello, my lovely. They would even be great Christmas tree decorations.
Oh, yeah.
Nice idea.
Yeah.
I can't get there yet, though, Lynn.
No, it's a bit early for me.
It's the longest day today as well, isn't it?
It is, yes, of course.
Longest day of the year. So the nights are drawing in tomorrow, Phil.
Yeah.
It's been telling me that for ages. Nights are drawing in soon. I'm like, will you shut up? But yeah, they would make really, really lovely Christmas gifts. And actually, if you want to make some fabulous table decorations, if you want to make place settings, and even actually if you go really all out on your Christmas prezzies, when you're actually wrapping your prezzies and you're putting a little tag, you could have something lovely on there that you could then maybe create or change into jewellery. And actually really nice to have, if you make cards, I used to love making my cards, I loved it for ages, to have sort of a pair of earrings or something in the centre of your card, or loads you could do. Fantastic. Right, we're going to do the lemon amber. We showed it to you a little bit earlier on. I'm going to release for a few minutes because we're coming back in about 10 minutes. We won't be very far. But before we do that, we're going to do a fantastic style buy. Keep going on the kits because, as I say, there is so much going on tonight. If you want to have a quick look, keep sort of looking on the web at everything that's been available and grab what you can tonight. Tonight's the night to go for your stash with the polymer clay. Thank you. We love you. We'll be back in a moment. But let's bring to you a style buy of the amber. Oh, these are beautiful, it's true. Look at the colour of these. Oh my gosh. Oh, now, let's have a little. Now, I have just lost one. There we go. Let's just pick that up again. Oh, no, sorry. Oh, I've lost the knot at the end, so they're coming off. Hold on a second. That's fine. Do you know what I'm going to do then? Do you know what that is? In a second, that's Mother Nature telling me to get them off. So what I'm going to do, it's kismet. I'm going to pop those into a little jar, hold the ends, and then we'll have a little look at them on the strand, and I'll get them off, and we'll have an explore. How about that? Sounds like a plan. Baltic lemon amber. Baltic amber, these are so pretty. Look at the colours. You've got the gold, they're so pretty. You've got the golds, you've got those luscious lemons. And this isn't so much about the little flecks, the little flashes, the little inclusions that you very often get in your amber. It's about this wonderful colour that you're seeing here. So beautiful. There's a rich golden hue like you would never even expect from these gemstones that I don't think you'd ever believe you could get from maybe even the likes of citrine. And we get some very high grade citrine. If you think about your beryl gemstones, think about different locations of beryl, really high grade in Brazil, you might expect a glow like this. You might expect the life, the energy like this. But to get this from amber is so exciting. You will still get, there are tiny little flecks and flashes within there, but the size of the gemstone as well. I think this is really unusual. I've not seen many strands of amber this size either. Brand new for your lemon amber gemstones. Obviously, whenever we bring to you amber, obviously we work with it in terms of heat and pressure on the gemstone, but you are seeing literally millions and millions of life trapped within this gemstone. Each one is a time capsule. These are formed over millions of years from plants, from trees specifically really, that were kind of attacked by little bugs or little creatures, and they secreted sap, that obviously the resin that solidified over time, and that's what we are left with. I mean, just phenomenal when you think about it. Very light gemstone. It's a very light gemstone, which is why you often, or it has been sort of found when they get the gemstone, you can either sort of drill down for it. You might even just scoop it out of the ocean. Might be lucky enough to find it like that, because it is such a light gemstone, it can float. But the colour, it's the colour of today, isn't it? It's the colour of the sunshine. And how can you feel down in the doldrums when you're seeing a gemstone like this? I don't think you can. I honestly don't think you can. Now, you've got a 38 centimetre strand, but what I will do whilst we are there, I'm going to take a few of these off so we can have a look, because we say lemon, but there's more. I'm just going to keep going with that actually. There's more than that, because you've got these wonderful golds in here as well. Shall I just take the whole strand off? Why not? Let's go for it. Go big or go home, that's what I say. And I'm not going home yet for at least another hour and 10, because we've got so much to do. Oh, there's another one. So now look at them in here. They are glorious. Look at the colours. These are so juicy. Juicy. Got all Sean Connery on you. Juicy. You've got some wonderful colours. There are some lovely golds in there. If I pick one of those up, they remind me of marbles. You know when you see marbles and you see all the different colours and the little sort of waves going through? There we go. Have a little look at those. They're so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? See, just that one on its own you kind of want to explore. And obviously because they're drilled, well, you can make some wonderful little designs on there. Some are more sort of lighter, brighter lemons. Some have the deeper golds, the oranges in there as well. And you can see them actually coming through. Aren't these wonderful?
Beautiful, yeah.
Lemon amber.
Lovely.
Feel really decadent. Imagine, and obviously we saw them a little bit earlier on alongside the purple tiger's eye, but even with the polymer clay, with the yellows we had of the polymer, oh my word, these look amazing. I don't know if anybody would guess the price on these, to be perfectly honest. They are very beautiful. You are looking at higher end gems, and of course you are, millions and millions of years to get this gem. We're talking a prehistoric opportunity. But Baltic lemon amber, brand new, 38 centimetres. If you are a lover of this gemstone, you will know what I'm talking about when I say, you know, you've got this sort of inner fiery glow from within the gemstone. They are stunning. They are so significant for your gemstone collection, really, as well as in terms of what you're going to make jewellery wise. I'd love a couple of drop earrings, maybe 3 of those sort of dropping down on the ears, to cluster a few of those together to create a ring. If you're wire wrapping, you really are going to create some beautiful pieces, even just a fabulous fine bracelet. I kind of feel with amber that, I mean, it depends what you believe, whether you believe in the powers of gemstone, but you know, the word electricity originates from the Greek word for amber. There's got to be a link. So just, if that's the gemstone that you feel is calling you right now, go for it, because I think with this colour, I personally feel like I would be energised when I'm looking at these gemstones. They make me feel happy. They make me feel maybe that happiness is bringing me confidence. I would feel lovely wearing those because I adore the gemstone. How you feel, especially when you've made the pieces of jewellery as well, it's priceless, isn't it? They're so beautiful. 5mm rounds, all of that. You've got to get hold of these as well. They're so lovely. Just grab one of those again. And you can just see all those lovely little colours that are within there, the tiny little flickers of light and life that you're seeing within. You may find a dinosaur in yours, you never know, there might be a T-Rex in there. But 34, might not, 34.95, 0800 644 655 on the phone lines. Add them to your order, add them to your polymer clay orders today, because I'm sure you've been very busy indeed. And of course on the web at JewelleryMaker.com, they just, you literally want to dive in there. They look so juicy. They're absolutely gorgeous, that wonderful colour tone that you're seeing, and of course going to work with a lot of different gemstones in your collection, whether you keep that all light and bright and gorgeous and gold, or whether you want to make it very dynamic, add a touch of black or something within there. It's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever the gemstones seem to call, but you have a wonderful, wonderful opportunity there. They're beautiful. Congratulations on those. Fantastic work. If you're on the phone lines, well done. If you're on the web, definitely make sure you are checking out on those. You don't want those left in your basket for very long at all. But they are wonderful. They are wonderful. Should we do a quick recap on the DVD? Why not? On tonight's DVD. So, launched tonight. This is so fantastic. This is Zoe's brand new DVD. If you haven't got it, you need it. It's flown tonight. It is flown. So these are the last that we have. It's such an array of experience, all jam-packed within this fantastic DVD. You've got an introduction to sort of the medium in terms of the right tools for the job, how to work with your polymer clay, how to condition it, how to work with it, how to use it. Zoe has then gone on to talk about shaping the clay with moulds, whether it's the moulds that you've bought tonight, whether it's moulds that specifically on here that you're kind of making yourself. Obviously, we had the opportunity to buy your kit with the mould in. Your bezel pendants, how to work with that. So that's why you needed the kit earlier on with those big bezel pendants, so you can obviously really get going with that. Then if I turn it around, you can see what I'm having a little look at here as well. Statement jewellery. Well, you've seen some big statement pieces. You're about to see some more as well. So much tonight. Making your own moulds as well. We saw a lovely demonstration with that earlier on today. And then the finishing touches, which you will love, because we've got these. I could have done with one of these when I've... Oh, I've turned into E.T. Leah did the same thing. I don't do E.T. Oh, no. Oh, no. But I was just about to say, when I hurt my finger, I could have done with one of those to protect it, couldn't I? What did I do? Became E.T., the world's largest E.T. Oh, my goodness. But it's about the finishing touches, and we'll talk about those in a moment, because they're a part of the kit, and Zoe's going crazy over these. They're so cool. Yeah, so lots and lots of opportunities there to add your DVD and get it before it's gone, basically. But they are fantastic, so well done on that one. Right, shall I just is it? Oh, here, sorry. Yeah, let's have a quick go at the roller tool again, purely because lots and lots of you are asking about the roller tool. So you are going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the rollers. Now you see straight away all of the different patterns that you're going to get from the rollers. 48 of these in baskets. Check them out. So you've got your texturizing wheel pack with all 8 of those on, and that is the tool that you clip onto. Now you'll see how super easy, shall I use a middle one? How super easy that is to do. It helps to get it the right way around. Just line it up, click it on, you're done. Nice and easy, then you'll be able to roll it into your polymer clay. You'll be able to texturize very easily, whether you're making that pattern the main focus of your design, whether you're using that as framework around a particular piece of jewellery. You will use it in a myriad of different ways, wrapping it around on your bangles. Literally, the word's your oyster, but you're getting, see how easy is that? Literally clips on, clips off, nice and easy to use. Love it. So check out of those if they're in your basket. 48 of those in baskets. They're not. Grab them whilst you've got them. Zoe's got hers. Stay with us. We've got another kit coming up tonight. It's gone so quickly. It's been amazing. So don't go anywhere. Got a few catch-ups to share with you as well. So if you've missed out on anything earlier on, do stay with us and get ready. We've got another fabulous kit coming up now.
It couldn't be easier to buy from Jewellery Maker with all the information you need right there on screen, from the item code and the product description right down to the price. And whether you're buying at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So what are you waiting for? Simply telephone our free phone number or join us at JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, your one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee.
There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. When you place your first order with Jewellery Maker, we'll send you a free DVD and booklet to help you get started. The booklet is jam-packed full of information on gemstones, tools, threading, materials and findings. There are step-by-step instructions on how to make bracelets, earrings and necklaces, and the DVD includes easy-to-follow video tutorials. So what are you waiting for? Start your jewellery making journey today. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Our Jewellery Maker community is a fantastic platform to share, learn, chat and make new friends. So why not like our Facebook page and join over 64,000 like-minded people?
Welcome back to the show. One more hour with us this evening, and it's going so quickly. Before we bring to you the final kit, and you've had so much, you've been spoiled tonight, and I love it. Spoiled on the longest day of the year. Well, we've got to make the most of it, haven't we? Before we bring to you the final kit this evening, which you're just going to go crazy over, let's bring to you another strand. Let's bring to you this amazing, amazing strand of Marquee-shaped Labradorites. They are, I mean, this is super, super duper uber popular as a gemstone. I think we'll all agree with that, but this is brand new. I think I've said those words quite a lot tonight. I feel very honoured. Very, very honoured. Look how lovely these are. Oh, let's just sit and love them for a little bit.
Oh, I love my Labradorite.
I'm addicted to this gem. Colours are amazing. And have you seen the pink flash as well? The pink flash Labradorite you can get. Literally has pink flash within it.
I've got some lovely gold sort of flash in it as well, and I've got some more blues. So I might have a few Labradorite strands.
Yeah, just a few. Well, you can see when you look at this strand, you can't say that you've just got the blues or the golds. You've got blues, golds, you've got greens. You get different colours. And actually, if you do have a little look at that, I'm not saying that this is pink flash Labradorite because it's not. It's Labradorite. But look at those colours. How would you describe those colours? Because I would say you've got some pinky tones within there. You've got golds and pinks, and they're just absolutely lovely. You've got this drop of Marquees. Now, look, oh wow, this is why Labradorite's so exciting for me. As you're looking at that gemstone there, it's kind of gone that almost midnight sort of colour, that deep. What I'm seeing right now, if I had a head camera stuck to my forehead right now, looking down at that gemstone, I have got the most electric blues you could ever imagine. And that's because you will see it's that. That's what I was seeing.
Oh wow, that's
from
lovely.
afar.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
They are glorious. But this is why Labradorite is so magical. Look at that. Looks like a leaf.
That's incredible.
But it's got the iridescence of a butterfly's wing, perhaps. And then look at the one just down from it. Follow my finger. And look at those colours, the golds and almost the pinks in there as well. Hypnotic. It's almost like they cast a spell on you, I think, Labradorite. They feel incredibly, incredibly magical. We didn't have very many of these at all. How many was it, sorry, Phil? 70.
70. Look at that though.
Brand new as well. It's not
That's
enough,
lovely.
that isn't. That's a lovely price.
Yeah, it is.
£12.95, and you're getting all of that. So it's a 20 centimetre strand, approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 approximately on the gemstones. See, I'm remembering now, I'm going to count and measure. So approximately 11 of the gemstones, but again, if I just hold those up to my neckline, you could I mean, look at that, straight away. With you, I was going to say, imagine that in the summer. It is summer, hurrah!
Yes.
You finally, and now we're all moaning. You've got perhaps your white linen. It has been hot though. Your white linen trousers, your little sort of linen shirt or a vest top, your little dress on holiday. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at those colours. An abundance of luscious labradorite. Now, what gemstones would you put with your labradorite?
Needs a bit of a sparkle, doesn't it?
When you've got so much of sort of a metallic lustre.
Bit of spinel. That spinel, I think would look lovely.
Really nice for anything.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
perhaps if we were talking about sort of the waterfall type necklaces, maybe having that sort of on the invisible sort of side of things, and just sort of wrapping those and draping those down. Great earrings, lovely, lovely drop earrings, whether you go for the bigger ones or the larger ones. And of course, wire wrap one as a ring.
Oh yeah.
Get one of those set. Wrap a bezel sort of wire around that. That look really magical as well. But it is a magical gemstone. All of those lovely little inclusions within there. I adore. I've got pendants, I've got bracelets, I've got necklaces. It's always my holiday gemstone, labradorite. Yeah. Always.
Yeah. It goes with everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But equally, imagine that in the winter time, if you're going out in your little black dress and you've got a really demanding sort of gemstone like this, but then you get that little flash, that little wink, that kind of flutter. Some lovely purples coming through on that one as well. A nice depth you'll notice on the gemstones. They're not sitting sort of flat. You've got that slight sort of dome on both sides of the gemstones. It doesn't matter which way. Can you see that? Doesn't matter which way around you use those. You've got that similar sort of feel. They're blues. I wish I had a camera stuck to my head right now. If you could see this electric blue arms, there's turquoise coming. It's this one. I wonder if I turn that to you. I don't. It's just, I've never seen such colours as this strand. They are just, look at that now. It's like a rainbow. These are, oh my gosh, these are amazing. The more you look at them, I think the more colours you see coming out of them. They are all fabulous quality. 110 carats of labradorite, £12.95. So gorgeous. Well done on those. Really, really fabulous job. Amazing. Loving those, loving those, loving those, loving those. Gorgeous. Right. I'm going to say the words again. Should we go back over? Shall we go back over and do another kit? Another kit!
Yay!
Whoopee! Right, okay, let's take over. Let's go. Let's go. Right. How exciting are these?
I know. I love this kit.
I would love to have been with you when this was actually delivered to your door.
I was a very, very, very happy girl.
I'm sure you were. A very, very happy bunny indeed. Right, this is exciting. This is exciting. Got something a little bit different coming your way right now, if I'm honest with you. And you'll see why. And it's all to do with what's included within this kit. You get loads again. That's something we need to know straight away. Can I start with your findings? I'm going to kind of go in reverse, if you like, a little bit. I'm going to start with the findings that you have in this kit, because you've got your head pins, you've got your clasp, you've got your length of chain in here, you've got your bolt ring clasps, you've got your earring, your sort of shepherd's hook for your earring. We'll show you all of those on there. But you've got, this is where it starts. These are your silver-plated copper findings. So they are kind of the start, if you like, of what you're about to see. But then if we make our way to the collection of your polymer clay, you're getting 2 of the polymer clay. If I just pick these up, so you're getting 2 of the black, which is kind of as it is, kind of as it goes. So you've got 2 of the black on the polymer clay. You are then, I'm kind of picking, I'm saving the surprise basically. You've also got, this is so lovely, you've also got your paint on there as well. So that's your Vodka Martini, the metallic that we saw a little bit earlier on, which is, we've already seen is absolutely essential in terms of what you've got here. And they are, just so you know, is it the silver? It's silver-plated brass, I think the find is, isn't it? Sorry, I said copper, so I just want to get that right. It's silver-plated brass. Sorry, so I've tracked that, just so we know. I didn't think that was right. So just so we can see. But all of the pieces, these look like the most fabulous candles that you want to put in your cake. They're not. They are your tools, and we'll go through the different tools in terms of sort of how you use these. They are double-ended, and they are brand new today. So. If I just hold, can I get them all out? Is that all right? These are really cool, really cool. So if I just hold these, because you've got a variety of sizes basically here, haven't you? Mm. So actually, you've got 10.
Yeah.
You've got 10 now. What I could have done, I suppose, if I just turn those up, I could have put those in size order really, because they kind of. But if I go that way, they ascend or descend depending on which way you look. But I think, will that line them up? I think it will. Look at me. There we go. So if we start at the largest, so you're going sort of on my left, right, so you're going sort of gradually decreasing down in size. Then if I hold them as so, if I flip them up, you see we then continue the journey, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, they're getting smaller.
Yeah, and we gradually get smaller and smaller on those. And we'll talk to you about sort of using those obviously in just a second on the demo. So you've got 5 tools there, but you've got 10 uses, 10 different sort of sizes, if you like. Them.
I know,
we like these, don't we?
I do.
I'm going to be doing my ET impression again, unfortunately. Leah's very excited about this moment. She's like, finally. Leah and I have worked together before. She knows I don't like ET. These are so fabulous. Even I don't mind doing this.
No, they're good.
They're really. I mean, it's the easiest thing, but how brilliant!
They are fantastic.
Just to sort of do your texture, they are fantastic. Do you get 3 of those? You get 3 of those. So they are your sponge daubers. So, but you again, we'll go over these in just a second or two. But they even fit my fingers. Look at that, Leah. They even fit Ruth's large paws with my big hands. Amazing, amazing. Right, and the pièce de résistance may be, you have 2 incredible cabochons. These are amazing. Loving this. Now, look at the banding in here. You've got that wonderful malachite. This is really, really special. Really, really special. It's reconstituted. You've got that lovely banding within the malachite. I've never seen so much, if I'm honest with you. I'm just going to be naughty. I'm just going to borrow yours for 1 second, Zoe, just so you can see. You'll never get 2 identical.
No, they're lovely.
They're utterly, utterly beautiful. So the one I've got is more of the sort of the banding sort of running down, whereas the one Zoe had in her kit here, you've got sort of more of the circular design, a bit like the tree when you did tree rubbing when you were at school, and you sort of had a look, counted the rings within the trunk to count the life of the tree. Yeah. So that's pretty fab. But wait for it. This is fabulous. I feel like we've just literally pulled, like I've reached up into space and I've pulled out the galaxy. Yeah. That colour, which I probably could do at 6 foot, I could probably just reach and do that for you now. But to save you the trouble, in this piece, this is blue gold sandstone. It's amazing. If you do a bit of research on it, a lot of people refer to it as a stone of inspiration, a stone sort of associated to or linked to the throat chakra, a piece of wisdom and science. It's meant to be something that can teach us to reach for the stars. You see, wow. Reach. I know a song about that and the dance, but it's so exciting. It glitters, doesn't
lovely.
It?
It really is beautiful.
I
love it.
We saw it today, and I'm actually going to show you around the back as well. It's like a midnight blue. That midnight hue is absolutely fantastic.
It's gorgeous.
And it's just absolutely, it's a type of sort of glittering glass, if you like, this particular piece. People, you may have heard of goldstone, another sort of variety of, but it's just, I love it. And that glittering sort of property that you've got within there, it's like it's moving, it's literally like it's alive. So it's a wonderful, wonderful sort of glass cabochon that you've got within there. It's actually there's like a steely blue, isn't there, in there?
Yes, I would say, yeah. It's beautiful. It really is.
I think with the glitter, it kind of gives you almost a dimension to the stone that you wouldn't normally get, because you can almost see the levels of the glitter within it. It just sparkles. Amazing. And hello, my darling. And said, I love sandstone. Please, please, can we have more? Yippee! And we will pass that on. We will pass that on because we were. Yeah. Well, I don't know if we've ever had the blue that we have. I don't think that we've had anything like this. So blue, gold, sandstone, amazing. And wait until you see what Zoe has done with it, because you will. We've got to do this before we bring the details in of the kit. I'm obsessed, I think is the word. Just obsessed. It looks like it's set in antique metal for a start off. It's a huge pendant. I love my big cabochons. I love my big pendants. I love my long chains. So tick, 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 all the way on that one. But how fabulous. And again, in here, you've got some lovely texture going on with the use of the tools. Different sizes of the tools. You've got a big fabulous feature necklace with the earrings. And then you've got that glorious blue sunstone. And it comes alive when it's worn. Oh, it's just adorable. It needs, and even just sort of sitting there, as I say often on the screen, it doesn't do it justice sometimes. Don't worry, I'll get my hands on that in a minute. Don't have to worry about that. Not a problem. And then at the end, love that as well. I love it, love it, love it. So all of these pieces you're going to be able to create again. All the tools, everything you need. You've got the tools, you've got the findings, you've got the polymer clay, you've got the two big cabochons, you've got your metallic paint on there as well. You are as good to go. You are as good to go. Should be that, £31.60. No, are you really? Oh, this is good. This is really, really good. Oh, my word. Everything you're getting. Remember, you're getting, in essence, 10 different tools because you've got the 10 different sizes.
Yeah. That's very good. That's very good. The cabochons are gorgeous.
Oh, aren't they just?
They are.
Absolutely love them. And what you've done, again, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous choices. You're going to want to make them all. Simple as you are going to want to make them all. Such big feet. And to just get that blue of the sandstone is so spectacular. You will want one. You will want more than one of them. Look at it there. Look at it sparkling.
I know. It is. It's lovely.
Just alive.
I just sort of sat and looked at them for a while when I got them.
Oh, I'm sure, you know, you go into the shop, you know, you get the glittery tops at Christmas, you get some of the black tops with all the glittering, and you properly like just there, it's beyond gorgeous, and it's such a great combination. Not only to go for obviously to have that base, that sort of jet black of the polymer clay, to then be able to work with the sort of metallic silver, and to bring in that sun. You're going to look like the bee's knees big time. £24.95 on this, and of course, if you've taken any of the kits so far tonight, that you are going to be able to just imagine getting those, if you were lucky enough to get four elements to the kits, isn't it, I suppose, to get all of those home together. You must have been an exciting delivery day.
Yes, it was very much so.
Could you make something with all of this, please? Oh, go on then.
Yeah. What hardship.
Give it a go. Right, shall we have a little look at what we can do?
Yes.
Because this will be the easiest way of sort of showing to you and showing with you how to use the little sort of the texturizer, the little daubers and the tools.
Yep.
So.
Okay, right, what I've done, first of all, is I have rolled out a sheet of conditioned black clay, and I put it on the thickest setting, because this is going to be the basis for the pendant. Okay. So what I'm also going to do, I've got my extruder, and I feel, just if I turn to the camera so hopefully you can see, I put in, I'm going to extrude some little sort of snakes of clay. Now, if you haven't got an extruder, you can obviously roll them out as well, but obviously this just makes it a little bit easier. Okay, all right. So I'm going to do that first of all. And
the extruders are coming. They are coming in stock at some stage.
So yeah, keep your eye out for them on the website, because this is a, and some of you may already have them anyway, but so this is what I'm extruding, is some little snakes.
It's just so satisfying straight away. Just put my hand behind so you can see them. With my plaster.
There we go. So I'm just going to cut those off. Give me some little snakes to work with. So I'll kind of give you the idea of what to do with this, and then I've got one that I've already sort of part done and baked, so good. So what we basically want to do is we need to be able to secure the cabochon to the clay. Okay, I'm just going to use a cutter to cut this out first of all. Just kind of get a rough idea of, give me a shape to work on. And again, I always like to take the clay away off the cutter. I am working on a piece of greaseproof paper because I want to be able to turn this as I go along. So there we go. Okay. I'm just going to flip that over actually, because it keeps flipping. I'll just turn it that way so it's not going to keep flipping up at the edges. That's better. Okay, so you've got your basis for your pendant. Okay. Now we need to be able to secure your cabochon to the clay. So this is where we bring these snakes in. Okay. I might roll down mine slightly thicker actually. Okay. So what I want to do is I need to basically put your little snake of clay around the edge of the cabochon. Okay. And you can use your finger, you won't get fingerprints on but just by smoothing, that's okay. But you just want to make sure you've got a good adhesion, okay, to your clay. I'm going to cut it at the top here to take that excess off, and again bring this round here as well and do the same. And just gently smooth that over. And then this is where you start bringing in your little texture tools here, because these are wonderful things. She says throwing them across there. Because what we're going to do then is we want to be able to find that little join there, because obviously at the moment it's not as neat. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit of clay, just a small amount, roll it into a little ball. Okay, and then I'm going to pop it where the join is. Okay, I'm just going to push down with my ball stylus tool, and as well as making that join, it kind of gives like a nice little effect. And I'm going to mirror that the other side, okay, so that we've got that balance in the design. And you'll never know that there's a join there.
It was always meant to be.
It was always meant to be. Okay, pop it on the other side and do the same. Okay, and really from here, your design is kind of your own thing, really. I mean, I had a look at a lot of Art Nouveau designs, which is kind of where my inspiration for this came from. Okay, and so I just started making, like using the coils and make little sort of swirls and little coils. So I started off by rolling a little coil of clay, and then decided, okay, where do I want to position that? So I think, right, so I'm going to position it at the top there. And you just start layering things on as you want to. So I could take this around the edge of here again to the bottom and decide, okay, I want to make another little coil at the bottom. So I'm just going to cut off the excess there, because I obviously don't need all of that. Roll it around again.
And you don't almost need to know where you're starting, well, where you're starting. You don't necessarily need to know where you're finishing, do you? Sometimes you don't. Designs change as you.
Yeah, it can just sort of evolve as you go along. And that's because of the beauty of it, really. I mean, as I say, I just had a look at some of the designs and decided, okay, that's going to be my influence. I liked all the sort of the fluidity of the Art Nouveau designs, so which is why I started off with the coiling. So again, I'm just beginning a little coil again. I'm going to come up the other side. I think I'm probably used slightly thinner snakes actually when I did the original, but it'll still sort of show you the idea. Okay. Yeah, sorry, they're rolling about a little bit there, weren't they? So again, and I did try to keep a bit of symmetry, but you don't have to with this if you don't want to. So if I just show you where I've got so far, if I hold it up so you can sort of see. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you can see already the design's beginning to build. Okay.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
So one of the things I did on some of them is I took two of the strands together. If you want to make a nice little border, you can take the two strands together and twist them. I'm trying to bring it where you can see it, obviously, against. So I've got black clothes on, which probably doesn't help for this, working in black. If I just put my hand in, would that help at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can see you can make little twists and things as well. You can twist it as fine as you want, so you can then place that around the edge. If you do the same things before, bring them down to a point, okay. So it's just a case of building up those little designs. Now you're going to have little gaps as well in between things. So that's when I start making use of my ball stylus tool quite a lot. So to fill in sort of the gaps and the spaces. So again, I would place them onto the design and then choose whichever end of the ball stylus tool I want and secure them by pushing into the middle. But it does create that nice little sort of design as well, that nice little shaping, okay. And you just have a play around and fill up the space of your cabochon, around your cabochon, and you keep going like that until you're happy with your design. I've also cut out, with the other one, I actually used my needle tool. I think we had an awl on, didn't we, earlier, which is the same thing, and literally just cut out leaf shapes and use the awl to mark details on, and then created a little round. If I show you probably with this one actually, if you take a little ball of clay again and roll it. And then if you just roll it slightly on one edge, so you get like a little point to it.
Okay.
Yeah. If you then put that onto your clay and you press it with your needle tool, which I've managed to put back here. Here we go. If you then press it onto your clay like that, okay, you'll see you're creating like a little flower detail. Okay, so you can put that on and put a little ball in the centre, so you can create flowers that way as well.
Cool.
So that's one I did on with the blue gold sandstone.
Right.
With that one, I basically cut out lots of little leaves around it, textured them, put some flowers on, and so on. And then I used the silver paint to obviously highlight the difference there.
So nice.
So
nice.
yeah, I mean, so this one basically is the same idea. So you could go down that way. The one I've actually got one that I've finished here. Octopus, oh yes.
An octopus, Deborah.
Yeah.
I use the board stylus for octopus suckers on an octopus.
Octopus, yeah.
I did for my
octopus.
sister. For all the little suckers.
Very good.
Yes.
So I've got one.
8 times over.
8 times over, yeah. So I've got one that I actually made here. This one's been cured. So when you're happy that you can see on here, look, I put the little rope style around the edge in there, okay? And I've got little
amazing against all of that.
It's catching the light beautifully, isn't it? So I've put on my little swirls here, and I actually use the you could hand cut those like I was talking about before. I did actually use the mould from the other kit for the little leaves and put that on as well. So what you're going to basically do when you have filled that area up to your sort of satisfaction, that needs to be cured.
Okay.
Okay, according to manufacturer's recommendations. Let it cool down before you handle it though, because you will find that clay does sort of, when it's hot, obviously everything expands when it's hot. Let it cool back down to position, then it will hold the stone in place.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure obviously that circle of clay is obviously for that purpose.
Right.
You can also use, if you want to, with these little, with your little strips of clay here, you can actually put the ball stylus tool and decorate those as well. So if you take a small one, you can go around the edge and you can add further details that way to it.
Just adding in the detail. I'm just thinking everything expands when it's hot. Is that why my clothes have been slightly tight the last few days, or is that just the amount of pies I've been eating? Oh, my waistband. What's going on? Oh, everything expands in the heat. Yeah. We can put it down to that, you see now. Let's see. Well, excuses are ready.
So you can see, look on this one as well. Look, if you can use the ball stylus tool. You can add little dots in around that as well. So it's really playing around and just, you know,
if you're Victorian, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and playing around and see what effects you want to say. But I mean, I do recommend having a look if you go onto certain sites where you can pin things of interest.
Yes.
And have a look at have a look at the Art Nouveau designs on there, and that the lovely lines and swirls will give you really good inspiration. So that's where I took mine from.
Yeah.
So with this one, once you've done, let's say you've cured it. Now, if I turn this one over here, you'll notice that again, as I always do, I back everything. Okay, so I've taken a textured sheet of the black clay and I've used a little bit of liquid clay. So when you've got your cured one, you've cured your other one. A little bit of liquid clay on the back, just a very small amount because you need to use that to stick uncured and cured clay together. Add that on and trim it round to fit, and again put it back into the oven and cure it. So at this point you now have a cured pendant. Okay. Now, this is where I get my doorbells. Yes. I love my doorbells. Okay, this is where you start to put on your detail, sort of, your silver basically, to start highlighting the details that you've made using your clay. You only need a tiny little bit each time. So this paint will last you a long time, okay? And again, you can use it in all sorts of things. I tend to then take my tile and dab off the excess. And what I then do is I then start to use the dauber to start picking out the pattern.
Wow.
And I'll just turn that so you can see, look,
that looks amazing.
Okay, and it just starts to pull all that detail out.
I guess keeping away from the
you can go. I mean, I've just caught it there. Look, you can go. You do need to go into the centre. So what I recommend you do when you get closer is, if you catch it, to have on hand. If you have a little cotton wool bud.
Yeah.
Okay, and just spray it with water, which I'm going to do down here, so I don't soak everyone. So if you do find you catch it on, just take your cotton wool bud, and it's just water, so it's not going to harm anything, and you can just then, sorry, move out of the way, that's not helpful. Yeah, so you just take it off like that, okay? So you won't have anything, so you can go right in. Yes, it will touch the stone,
yeah,
but you just immediately take that off.
Just change. I mean, it looks fabulous anyway, but then just by adding in the silver, really, like you say, accentuates all of the detail that you've put in.
And you just, as you go around, you just take off that if you've caught it. Just take it off with cotton wool bud, and it's gone. Okay.
Looks so lovely.
So yeah, I'll obviously I'm sort of rushing. You take your time to go around a little bit, but yeah. So basically, that's what you're aiming for.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
It really almost brings out the colour of the centre stone even more so as well, doesn't it? That silver and the glitter in there.
But I adore this technique. It's something I've wanted to do for a while, and I sort of said, oh, can we have this as a kit? And I just think it's a lovely way to use gemstones with it as well. Within your kit, and if you're anything like me, I mean, there's so much black clay in there, that you can actually make. I mean, I could have made much more.
Of course.
If you're anything like me, you might have a little stash of cabochons at home, because I have got quite a few, and there is enough clay in there for you to be able to make several of these kinds of pendants.
It's so lovely.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold that up because I can't help myself, basically. Just so you can see. So slightly different design on that, but just...
I mean, the other thing as well, I did actually use the silver paint slightly differently. I mean, I didn't actually highlight the top of it with that one. What I did was I actually took a brush and actually painted over the whole thing, okay? And then I used a baby wipe to take all the excess off the top. Once it's dry, I then sanded it a little bit. Okay. So what you've then got is you've got the paint in the grooves, if you like. So there's two ways you can do this. You can highlight the top of it, which is what I've done with this one I've been demonstrating. Okay, and which is the one I did with the malachite one over there. Or you can put the paint actually into the grooves and then take this off the surface with a baby wipe and then just gently sand it when you've done. But in order to get that kind of metallic finish, I also then did put a little bit of a gloss varnish over the top just to protect the paint and give it that kind of that sheen as well, which you would sort of expect to get with metal. So that kind of really was what I was aiming to do with this, and I mean I absolutely love it. I absolutely love those.
Fabulous. I mean, no words. And for that price as well, for everything that you've got, as you said, that you're creating, your tools that are going to just last and last and last, the polymer clay, there's so much there you can create. I mean, I know there's two in the kit, but I mean, I've got a little bit of a gemstone addiction now, but I think possibly, oh yes, here we go. I just thought I'd bring it. If you're anything like me, you might have a few cabochons at home that you could. Oh, lucky lady.
But yeah, so I've kind of got, it's a box full of them. So there's so much clay in there, and once you've used your two, there's nothing to stop you carry on. You can apply exactly the same techniques, and you can make each one unique, because depending on how you actually sort of, put your ideas together, you can say if you've got the other kit earlier with the feather moulds, you can use those in it as well. You can create some beautiful designs.
Lots and lots and lots. Hello, Maggie. Maggie said, did you bake the clay with the stone in it?
Yes, I did. Yeah. I did. Because the polymer clay bakes at such a low temperature, it was absolutely fine. I didn't have any problems at all with it.
Brilliant, there you go. So £24.95. Great question though, Maggie. Thank you very much indeed for that. So yeah, lovely. Are you doing anything tomorrow? Are you having a rest tomorrow?
No, I'm working on my kits for Saturday.
Right, good girl, good girl.
No rest for me.
No, but how lovely. Yeah, thank you so much for all of those.
That's all right.
Well, we're not going just yet. We've got half an hour remaining with you. And we've got chrysocolla rounds coming up for you, which I just think were amazing with the polymer as well. Really, really lovely colours in here. So let's do this as a star by. Thank you so much, you're a superstar. But yeah, straight back with the chrysocolla. Now we have, sorry, I'm just getting myself, had a wobble on my seat then. I'm in the right position now. There we go. Chrysocolla, 50 carats. These are gorgeous. If you've never met chrysocolla before, you're about to fall in love. If you love Labradorite, I think you'll love chrysocolla. If you love your turquoise gemstones, you'll love it. We've only got 30. Right. Be quick, because you will love these. The blues, the turquoise tones that you're seeing in here are they're like little planets. Literally, it's like seeing little globes all the way around on this 17 centimetre strand. 50 whole carats of chrysocolla. They're gorgeous, really, really pretty colour tones. And of course, every gemstone different, every single one of these completely, utterly unique. But I just think, you know, if you were looking from space, if you're looking down at the planet, these are the kind of colour tones surely you'd see, the greens of the land, the blues of the ocean, but so many different variants when it comes to the different tones within your chrysocolla. It's a big gemstone in terms of popularity, very, very much a big gemstone. A lot of people would say the new kid on the block, perhaps just because it isn't so well known, but you know it, and you are taking it on board and really, really loving it, and it's one of our favourites. And of course, lots of different colour hues within there, whether you're mixing that with some other blue gemstones or whether you bring in some more of the turquoise tones in there, adding in the silvers, the golds, the rose gold particular, that would look quite nice in there as well. It's going to be a quick sellout, it's as simple as that. $19.95. It is such a lovely, lovely, lovely addition to your jewellery collection. I promise you don't need me here to tell you all of that. You're loving it, and it's so, so lovely. Could be a unisex gemstone colour as well, definitely. I mean, they're just, I can definitely see my other half wearing those. Lena, Sue, Claire, Kate, Alison, Jackie, Madeline, congratulate. I keep calling my boyfriend, I forget to call him my husband. Still not quite used to that. Well, it'll be a year in August. I know, just keep you. It's not, no, it probably feels like 2, but yeah, just the one. 0800 644 655, and on the web, of course, at JewelleryMaker.com. Add them in whilst the going is good, whilst you have the chance, but they are beautiful. Lovely smooth rounds, very, very nice sort of size on those, because they are the 6mm, so they're really, really workable. But great, great, great summertime colours, aren't they? These greens, these blues, almost indicolite kind of teals within there, I'd go so far as saying, but they really work, whether you're adding in your deeper gemstones to complement, or whether you're adding in perhaps some of your lighter, brighter gems. I'd want silver spaces, I want sparkle, I'd want the whole world in there. Collector in Buckinghamshire, well done. Staffordshire, Hampshire, check out to be baskets. Essex joining us as well. Very, very nice to have your company on those tonight, but $19.95, you can't go wrong. 17cm strand, it's a high grade of your chrysocolla that you're seeing there, but lovely colours from midnight hues to turquoise, greens, perhaps that sort of brighter, almost robin's egg kind of colour that you're seeing in there, but really, really quite stunning. Simple, elegant, fabulous. 10 left. Yikes! Go quickly on those. People, yeah, it was always going to be one of those strands that when people see, you just have to take, even if you're not in the market for chrysocolla, even if you weren't buying tonight, it's one of those strands you go, okay, so I've got to have that. I've got to grab that. It's when you've got the opportunity. Yeah, needs must, quite frankly. So if you are nearly there, congratulations. If it's in your basket ready to check out, do it. Well done. Christine just joining us as well. Congratulations, Emily. Lovely, lovely, lovely work on those. They're beautiful. Congratulations. Fabulous. Right. Diving back into the box. I tell you what would work quite nicely with the chrysocolla. These are really big. Oh my gosh. Imagine these with the sandstone. Oh, yeah. Big, sparkling, black spinel. These are really big. Oh my word, these are gorgeous. These are really nice. These are some of the largest spinel gemstones I think I've ever brought to you, that's for sure. We see the microfaceted, which works wonderfully with spinel, but these are really lovely. 5 to 8mm actually. They look bigger than that to me actually. They do. More like a 10mm, but anyway, hey, if you get that, then great. 19cm, totally natural. Spinel gemstones, just like a diamond, just like a garnet, they are all part of the cubic crystal system. They're all part of the same, so you know how to cut and work with a gem. If you're cutting a diamond, that's how you kind of treat a spinel in essence. But for many, many years, this would have been a strand that would have gone identified as black diamond. And for many, many years, black spinel was identified as different gems. The reds of spinel as rubies, the blues as sapphires, so on and so forth. It's only recent sort of technology that identified the gems. It doesn't accept treatment, doesn't hold, doesn't need a treatment. You can see what it does just by treating it with love. That's the only treatment it needs. By that cutting, that faceting, it's giving you that wonderful, wonderful sparkle of every single one of those glorious, glorious facets within the gemstone. And of course, the newest birthstone to be added to the birthstone list if you're an August baby. So you've got peridot as your main gem, and you've got a spinel as well. So $10.95. These are awesome, huge, 115 carats. In there, and of course I've got to bring the chrysocolla back. I know I've only just put it down, but let's be honest, mixing those two together, so you'd have the sparkle from the black spinel, and then you've got that lovely polish and colour coming in from the chrysocolla. gorgeous. Oh, there's only 5 of the chrysocolla remaining, by the way, just so you know, so they've nearly gone. Snap them up like a crocodile. £10.95. They are so wonderful. Yeah, crocodile snap. I remember being at a holiday camp when I was very young, and we used to sing the crocodile song every night. Crocodile, crocodile, we're walking in single file. Doodle-doo. It was great. We bought the tape. That's how old I am. The tape. I love a tape. I do.
love a tape, yeah.
I've got loads of things on tape still. Video tape as well as cassette tape.
Yep.
It's funny when you see people looking at them now. The younger kids.
Yes.
Do I have what? I don't think I know what that is.
No, my children are the same. They couldn't
Laser
believe I
disc.
was an adult before CDs came out.
It's funny, isn't it?
No.
I remember being at university and I did, my whole dissertation was on like it was a Canon Star Writer. You had to just put, and it only let you have 5 lines, and it had a hard disk to do your 15,000 word dissertation on. We didn't really go, the library had 2 computers that you could use. Didn't know what they were, didn't know how to use them. Yeah, I lived in the time of chalk and slate, practically, Leah. Of what? Did I get caned? No, I was never naughty. And no, we didn't have that as a school either. I'm not that old and that naughty, Leah. Did you get caned? No. I sat on the naughty carpet once. That's as far as I went. I was talking about that today. I was talking about being naughty at school. I was only naughty once, wasn't I, Phil? Just once, but that's because the girl stole my little pot frogs that I made out of the little clay stuff that you did at school. I'm trying not to say the brand name. £10.95 on the spin out. Very well done. Right, shall we? Let's just look. We've had a couple of requests again to see the roller. Of course we can. Absolutely, of course we can. It's not a problem. I know we've brought it on once or twice already tonight, but if people want to see it, we can do it. I'm merely a puppet in your hands. So let's bring these on because they're so good. They are so good. But you obviously need to be checking those out. So you have the chance to own 8 different textures here, 8 different designs, and they all come to you as a set. You get 4 in one pack, you get 4 in the other with the actual sort of main tool itself, and just dead easy to use. You could use these for your cake making as well, I'm sure.
Yeah,
obviously I'd probably get a separate set. Keep one for my my polymer cake and one for your cakes. But if you're just thinking about icing or doing little finishes, there's again lots of different ways of using these. But really, really easy, just literally to make that imprint into your polymer. You just attach one and off you trot and off you go. I'll show you again, very, very, very easy. You literally just pull that off like so, and you can see where the wheel, there we go, locks into. So you just pick up your design, you pop it on, clips in. Very, very, even Mike could do that very, very easily. Very, very easily. £6.95. Come on, Mike, come and have a go. The wheeler dealer this is. Have you gone shy now, Mike? It's gone all shy.
Oh.
All shy. You would be able to do this, Mike. Mike's been in the sun, he got caught. He looks a bit like Larry the Lobster at the moment.
Oh.
It's not good. Does it hurt when you smile? You should have put your sun cream on, Mike. It's very naughty. You have to slip, slap, slop in the sun, don't you? Could you use the wheel tool for silver clay?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have thought at all. I mean, normally with the silver clay, you do have to use some kind of something like an oil or olive oil, I think, or there's a balm I think that you can use, so that all the tools have to be coated. So I would imagine as long as you did that, it wouldn't stick.
Should be okay.
Yeah.
And again, have a little go, have a little try. But £6.95, they are fabulous. You create some lovely, like single bangles, I just think, with that texture around rings as well.
They are lovely. I like that idea. I'm going to have a go.
Yeah. Give it a shot. Let us know, Zoe.
I will do.
Right, shall we have a recap of the DVDs? Let's do it. So this is an introduction to polymer clay brought to you this morning. We had a recap of this earlier on tonight, but let's do it. If you haven't had the chance to see it, you'd be missing out on a treat. Simple as that. Missing out on a treat on this. Zoe's polymer clay DVDs that we've brought to you today have been amazing. This is your introduction, so this is where you need to start. I would definitely get them both. Simple as that, because you've got different techniques and different ideas and designs on both of them. But you will get, and again, sort of what Zoe's brilliantly done is guide you through in terms of what tools you need. The preparation to get going. Sorry, that was very sorry, Mike. I thought you were talking to me then. Sorry, darling, I got all distracted. Graduated necklace is the second part of the project. You've got the floral necklace in there, texturizing, and of course all the finishing touches. And there are some beautiful, beautiful designs on there. So, a great DVD to get started with, basically, isn't it, Zoe?
Yeah, yeah.
And even actually for those people for those of us that know about polymer clay and quite actually skilled, still a great DVD for the different designs.
There's lots of and there's lots of tips as well on there. You know, little things that I've learnt from you know, some from Donna and Kari won earlier as well.
Yeah.
Little things I've learnt, little tips along the way. People, the polymer clay community is very good at sharing. Actually,
yes,
they are very good at sharing.
That is as well.
They are. So sharing ideas and things. So yeah, I picked up a lot of tips on the way, which I'm trying to share with the DVD.
Yeah, because it's not always the case, is it? Sometimes it can be quite insular. People like to kind of protect and keep those, but to share and to actually, your knowledge can only increase, your skill can only increase.
Definitely, yeah.
But definitely have that. So that's £4.95, your introduction to polymer clay. Beautiful. And we are then moving on to our second DVD. What a lovely gift is that? Really, really lovely gift. Zoe has been kept very, 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 very busy. We're very glad. You've got workshops as well, haven't you, coming up, Zoe?
I've got one on the 23rd of July, which is silk screening.
Okay, so 23rd of July, if you want to join Zoe on one of her workshops.
And I teach the technique, and on the website you'll see some different examples of things I've made. You're not coming to make specifically that design. Yeah. I will guide you and you will create something that you like, of the colours you like, the size you like, but the ones on the online because are things that you can do with it, and I can show you the different techniques. And then you can take it in the direction you'd like to.
So 23rd of July, the workshop.
Yes, Sunday, yes. So I'd love to see you there if you can make it. That'd be brilliant.
Excellent. Yeah, get in touch with us for that. You will love it. If you've never been on a workshop here, you will absolutely love it. You'll get to see the studio, get to meet Zoe. What more do you need? Well, you get to meet Mike. You never know. But yeah, definitely worth doing that. The workshops are fab. Yeah. So they're brilliant. I did a silver one years ago.
Oh, did you?
Years ago. I've still got my necklaces.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it. I need to do more. So some of the designs, again, some of the tips, some parts of the DVD that we're just sharing with you there, whether you're making the bigger collar necklaces or some of the smaller pieces. Lovely sort of selection, of course, in here. It's all about working with the silicone moulds and about making your own moulds in here as well, that we saw obviously earlier on in one of those kits. Yeah,
there's a nice technique in there that you can use with your own moulds as well. So I popped that one in there too.
Fabulous. They're jam-packed, basically, the DVDs. If you ever bought any one of our DVDs, I don't think you're ever disappointed. There's so much on there, and of course it's your guide, isn't it? It's your step-by-step guide, and you can pause, you can rewind, you can go back as many times as you like and learn different skills, different techniques, different ways of texturizing. They are just absolutely fantastic. So make sure you grab both of those because they are lovely. Great gifts as well on those ones. Right. These are superb. These are so cool. These are so fabulous. Love these. If you love your purple gem, oh my wordy. Wow. Aren't these fabulous?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Look at the shape that you've got here. They're gorgeous. Crystal clear clarity as well, I have to say. I have to add some lovely tone. I'm just literally getting those sort of they're all kind of lying flat so you can see those a little bit better. Whoops, she said. On my hand. Amazing square Brazilian amethyst, and I think they speak about their location straight away. Brazilian amethyst grows up in a geode very differently to your Zambian amethyst, which grows up, kind of crystallises down in the ground, so it's got to go under temperature change, and more importantly perhaps, or more dramatically in effect is the tectonic plates, the way that it's moved. So that's why you get inclusions, because it's gone through a lot of movement and shifting. Growing up in a geode, calm, open, sort of cavernous space, the crystals had a chance to grow, and it's not gone underneath, it's not, in terms of duress, it's not had to go through any of that. Obviously the heat is there, but the pressure is the real thing that can bring you the inclusions, of course, in there as well. These are so pure. You can see that they've had a tranquil upbringing, can't you? That you can almost feel that they're very calm and very sort of relaxed because of that upbringing. 17 centimetre strand, 25 carats, and they're corner drilled. Love them. drop earrings. That necklace is just set to go. And I even love it. I would almost want to restrand that with the little sort of spaces that are within there. $15.95 for all of that. I would give you that for a necklace. Just made of amethyst gems, like 100%. Double it, triple it. What could you pay for the clarity and for the colour? And that top drilling is really nice to have. It's a bit different, isn't it?
It's a lovely shape, isn't it? It's more unusual, I think. So
yeah,
quite eye-catching. Yeah, I like that.
So
nice.
pretty. And I need to kind of maximise my gemstones. I definitely need to kind of, I personally would almost want them to breathe a little bit. I'd want to have that space, that little sort of pause in between each one of the gems, because otherwise you need to really relish what you've got here. And I think the way of doing that is just to give them a chance to breathe as you're seeing them on the neckline. So glorious. Really, really lovely clarity and colour in there. Loads of different gemstones you can use alongside there. And of course silver, it will take all of them. It will take you, precious metal wise, it will take silver, it will take gold, rose gold, so beautiful in there as well. 25 carats, and of course only a little bit of, obviously a bit of heat sort of, and sometimes actually very differently with gemstones. When you heat a gemstone, sometimes well, when you're heating a gemstone, it's all to do with colour. Sometimes it's to kind of intensify the colour. With amethyst, it's actually to drive off colour sometimes, because it can be too oversaturated. So it works a little bit differently with amethyst, but just scrumptious. Really, really lovely on that. Definitely add to your order on this one. If you've been with us buying busily today, Busy Little Bees with our polymer clay opportunities, then add in your amethyst whilst you are there as well. Something different. Look at the light loving those facets. Sorry, just getting sort of interrupted, but they are just amazing. And it's that detail, isn't it? It's that attention in terms of the cutting and the faceting that gives you those wonderful sort of polished areas that the light just reflects and bounces off. Wonderful. They're super exciting, they're super lovely, and they're super, super, super on sale at £15.95. You'll be addicted to that hue. Definitely, definitely you'll be loving those in your collection. Wonderful work. Beautiful. They're gorgeous. Congratulations if you get those home. Fantastic work. Lovely. Right, and I think we've got a star buy to do. I would like it, Michael. I would indeed. I would indeed. It's our little silver heart. Oh, there she is. Oh, it's moved. I was like, where's she gone? We've got a star buy silver heart for you right now. Someone had stolen my heart. Let's bring it to you now as a star buy. Cute, 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 cute. Cute doesn't even cover it. Silver played heart. Now that's going to make the most gorgeous charm. Now, sterling silver played heart, the played part of this, and you can see how that's spelt, it's not as in playing, it's kind of pleated, kind of plaited, almost like woven. If you're kind of thinking about that, it's just these ribbons of 9 to 5 sterling silver that are creating that heart. I'm going to move it around. I'm just holding it by the top, by the bail. But you can see there you've got that lovely, actually really nice depth to that heart. I want to kind of say 3D, but it kind of is anyway. But you know what I'm sort of saying when I refer to that. If I just hold it in my big paws, you can see you've just got that lovely, not a big sort of bail at the top, just very, very small. You don't need it sometimes. You just want that small detail just to be able to thread maybe a little jump ring on there. Maybe you want to drop a head, actually really nice for a head pin, because sometimes they're too big, so you have to kind of create your loop. But with a head pin, that would work really nicely. And we've got some lovely, lovely head pins. You might have one, I've got some little star head pins. You might have just a simple little round in there would look really beautiful. And then you can suspend it down from your bracelet, from a necklace. Just one of those on a little piece of black cord on the neckline, I think would just look superb. Okay, scrap that. Get one on the neckline. Get a few of those and make a necklace. Get some and make some earrings. Definitely get one or two. Can you imagine a full? Now, sounds extravagant, but you can afford to do it, I think, on a piece like this, price like that. Maybe 5, I work in odds, 5 or 7 of those around on a bracelet for a full-on charm bracelet of hearts. Glorious. And you know those big brand names that became very famous for doing the heart bracelets, the heart charms, and still going very, very strong. Look at the prices. look at the price tags. This is your chance to create something not only personal but individual to you. So not only are you going to have that satisfaction of making these fantastic designs, hopefully then you've got the satisfaction of wearing them or selling them on and seeing somebody else enjoying your work, but the detail on that is really, really lovely. You could, I wonder if you could use that to create texture with, actually, to use the actual heart in your
yeah, definitely.
and your polymer just for another. I mean, you probably won't need to after tonight. You've got that many gizmos and gadgets to work with. Probably won't need to. But lovely. And again, that's the kind of charm you could hang from one of those big collar polymer clay necklaces that Zoe designed earlier on for you. Certainly, that you put them in your stash, you will use them. You will use them. I just made myself a jadeite bracelet, and I found a little sterling silver butterfly charm that I just popped onto my jadeite, and I just don't take it off. Love it, love it, love it. I just need to get some more silver spaces because I went a bit silver overload and need to grab some more. Very well done. Elaine knows what she's doing. Well done. So does Claire. Congratulations, grabbing a couple. Hello, Sheila in Washington. Love to go to Washington.
Oh, yes. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
On my wish list. On my wish list with a lot of places. Collector in Cumbria, very, very well done indeed on that one as well. £5.95. Beautifully, beautifully done. Nice little size on that one as well. But of course, it's all about that detail. Well done, congratulations. Been waiting and waiting and waiting to share that with you. But so, so lovely. Congratulations on that. And a gram of silver, not small. Not a small silver weight at all on that one. That is lovely. Right, okay, let's very quickly, let's recap the Silicone. Feels like ages ago this does, doesn't it? It's like about a week ago when we did this, because they have been incredibly, incredibly popular. So the Silicone, which has a lovely name, Silicone, it's fab, and the Primo Clay bundle. So that's your Silicone. Even I did my own fingerprint with that. Is it still there?
Still there, yes.
Thanks. I'll be like that to get home to my husband. Look what I made at school today. My fingerprint.
Yes.
And you can keep it in your heart. Right, so the Silicone, very, very easy to work with. Zoe demonstrated that. Even I demonstrated that. But brilliant to create, and you've got the details on there as well. It's absolutely brilliant to create your own moulds. Honestly, I think that will change your life, quite frankly, in the polymer clay world.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I remember I went to a retreat and I was making them there, with moulds, and it did get quite a lot of interest.
I'm sure you did.
Yes, and I set in my workshops as well. It's very, very popular. Really
nice as well, actually, if you go to a fair or you go to sort of sell your jewellery, if you've got those with you, and you can say to people, oh, I can make whatever, or maybe people that your friends and family can come to you with objects that they want to sort of make into a mould to make it a jewellery.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got both of those. You literally mix them together in equal parts, in a nutshell. And then you don't need to bake, you don't need to do anything. It will gradually cure and it will gradually set in about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes is what it takes.
Something like
very
that.
Quick. Yeah.
It's brilliant. You'll be able to watch it back on the show, watch it back on tonight on the YouTube channel. And of course, you've got your 3 polymer clays in there as well. You've got the 2 yellows, and you've got that hot chili pomegranate, which I love, I love. So wonderful. Oh, you've just been amazing tonight, Zoe. I've loved it. I genuinely, I think the shows are getting faster.
Yeah, it's gone really quick, hasn't
it?
Hasn't
it seemed?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been here about an hour and a half, if that. I will sit down because I look massive. But yeah, I do feel like I've been here about an hour and a half. It's been wonderful.
Yeah,
it's been a joy to work with you.
Thank
I've
you.
loved it.
You too.
When are you back with us?
Saturday, mid-show Saturday.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the Jewellery weekend.
Oh, of course, the Jewellery.
Yes.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, so definitely tune in for that.
I've
the
got
Jewellery.
There's 2 more polymer, I think, shows in July as well. I've got 3 shows in July.
Well, hopefully I'll see you again in July.
That'll be lovely. Yeah,
that would be very nice. I'll have to do some digging and find out where you are, and then I'll nobble somebody and say, I can stand in for that. It's fine. It's not a problem. Congratulations to everybody that's been a part of the show. It has been wonderful. The team and everybody here today doing a fabulous job. We're not going home. We're just going to stay in here in the studio in the aircon. Just going to stay in here overnight because it's so lovely.
This is lovely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
I'll be back with you on Monday. Same time, same place. Sorry, Leah, I'm back with you Monday. Sorry, Mike. You can bring the donuts in on Monday, Mike. That's what I was trying to say earlier on. Yeah, bring those big fat... no. Leah can have 2. Have a very, very lovely evening. Don't forget, watch back on any of the shows and just keep enjoying. It's been lovely to have your company. Stay cool. We will see you again very shortly. Zoe will see you on Saturday. I'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to